We're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Anything and Everything podcast. I'm trying this from the computer today. So I don't know. She told me there's a way to play YouTube videos on here. I'm still trying to learn, but we getting there. But Mountain Mama is sick today. So I'm holding down the fort solo. If anybody wanted to come up and join, I'll leave the link. Hold on. I'll leave the link in the comments. You guys are more than welcome to come in. Copy. Copy that. Nah, we don't have any guests tonight, and you know, it's just me. I'm trying to get some videos on here so we can watch some videos together. That's what I was gonna try to do. There we go. We're trying it from the computer tonight. This is new to me, so we're getting there. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool though. There should be a way to watch videos, is what I was trying to do. We're in here together. It's been a lot. It's been a pretty crazy week. How's everybody? How's your new year going? I'm happy. It's a new year. You know, last year was a good year and a bad year. You know. Hey, Subi, what's happening? Hey, Charlie and Ashley. Yeah, Mountain Mama's not here today. Unfortunately, she's sick, so I'm just gonna be doing this solo on the dolo. Yeah, I'm doing it off the cell phone. Off the computer today. So I don't know how it even looks. But we just trying. We just going with it. You know what I mean? I said preset here. Then share screen. I think. Uh, hey Sono, how's it going? Extra camera, video file. I don't think it lets me watch YouTube videos when you're used to. If Mount Mama was here, she would get me. So I'm looking through here how to do it. There's definitely a way to do it. Add YouTube videos. There's like a way to do it. No, recording settings are disabled while live. Okay. Layout. These are about layouts. The guest. Upgrade. Terms. Oh shit. I don't know what that was, but I'm not doing it. But anyway, yeah, it's been a pretty crazy week. So, we just going about this on the solo dolo. I've seen Country Boys live right now. So hopefully send us here. Mama's Wi-Fi still messed up. No, she's just not feeling good. That is, uh, damn. Yeah, she's not feeling good. So it's crazy. I gotta hit her up. Come and leave a like. Yeah. So I'm gonna let everybody come up too. If anybody wants to come up, everybody's more than welcome to come up. Are you using StreamYard? Yes. I'm using StreamYard, and I was trying to what should we call it? I'm still learning this stuff, you know what I mean? Avatar, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm on the computer for once, so we're doing it on the computer, yeah. Hey Subi, how's it going? Come to leave a like. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. We're getting through it. Mountain Mama's not feeling good, so let's pray, help that she gets better. Um, we could talk about a couple issues and stuff. See what's going on. There was a lot of crazy things that happened on New Year's Day. I was going to go out with the family. It's really crazy out there. You can't really go anywhere with your family anymore. I was going to go out with my family to the Mummers Parade in Philadelphia. It's like what they do every time. There's an update and it changes a lot with the software right now. I got you. I got to check that out. I'm using here, return to dashboard one team. That's weird. So destinations maybe. Library. Home members, admin owner. Oh, I got it. Because I'm like an admin, but I'm not the owner. So unless the owner's on here, I don't think I could do that. So that's probably what it is. I probably can't even do it, even if I wanted to right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hope Mount Mama's. Everybody say your prayers for Mount Mama. She's not doing too good right now, so let's pray for her and hope that she gets better. You know, um, things happen. She's just not feeling good, so hopefully she feels better. Hey, C Chester, what's happening? Yeah, I'm doing this off the computer tonight. I was going to try to get videos on here, but it wouldn't let me. It said media assets. It's just weird. Normally it let me do it, but it's not letting me do it now. Yeah, that's crazy. It let me do it before. That's why I went on the computer in the first place. I could play video clips, but I'm not doing that. We can make it full screen, but then I can't see the comments. That's dumb. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, Subi. Yeah, prayers from Mount Mama. So how's everybody doing? But yeah, that's crazy though. So I was gonna go out with my family, like I said, on New Year's Eve to Philadelphia. My girl told me she didn't want to go, but it's just crazy out there anymore. And we didn't go. And then we heard, huh? I mean, you never know. There never was a T attack in Philadelphia, uh, but you never know. I don't think there's ever been one in New Orleans right now, but you saw what happened in New Orleans, so it's pretty crazy out there. So that's why we didn't go out this year. I really wanted to go see the Mummers Parade, but you can't go out anywhere. It's like ever since COVID, I haven't gone out to a bar. I don't go hang out anymore because I mean, COVID really messed everything up. As soon as COVID hit, a lot of people stopped going out, and I think a lot of people had families during that time too. That's what I did. I got COVID kids. I got COVID babies, what I call 'em. You know what I mean? So yeah, we had the COVID kids, and because of that, I don't go out, and but it makes you think though, like if you go out to these places, it's nuts. You know what I mean? There's always something crazy happening, so you really can't trust anywhere you go. And what happened in which one, New Orleans? They're trying to act like they're like, oh, it wasn't a terrorist attack or a T attack. They're trying to act like, oh, well, you don't know the guy. The guy had an ISIS flag in the back of his truck, and they tried to cover this up. I don't know if anybody's seen that. They're like, well, we can't we can't say if it's a terrorist attack or not. I'm like, the guy had an ISIS flag on the back of his truck. What do you think it is? You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. And then that whole thing with the Tesla truck at the Trump Tower, because what should we call it? Elon Musk was working with Trump for his election, and then all of a sudden they had a Cybertruck explode, boom, 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 in front of a Trump Tower. Like that's crazy. Like nobody's connecting the dots. Like that was a statement. I think somebody did that as a statement because Elon Musk and Trump worked together. So they doing it like it's a statement. It's crazy though when you think about it. Though it makes you feel like there's not too many safe places to go. You know, it's really crazy out there. Yeah, it's crazy out there. So I just got a message from someone. Hey Jack. Hey Jack. Yeah, if you wanted to come in be a co-host, you're more than welcome to. So I'm just doing this all alone tonight. So I'm about to do the Chester slide in a second. I'm still learning all these controls. I just got over COVID about a month and a half ago. I can't smell or taste anything. That's crazy. A lot of people told me that. I thought I had COVID. Hey, Sense of Wonder. Hey, Eagle Nick. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. Mama McFly said she's sorry to hear that. But that's crazy that it could do that to people. I thought I had COVID because I don't know. I think it was my allergies. I'm not really sure. Like when I had all those problems, but it was just weird. I had problems when I would go to sleep. I would start choking in my sleep. I never had problems like that. And it was like during COVID. But this is before like COVID actually hit, so I never got tested for it. So I could have had COVID, but I don't know. I had to get the shot to work at my one job at Giant. You know, I'll be right in. All right, yeah, I sent the link. I'll send it again. Where is it at? Oh, that's the FaceTime camera. I don't know why that came up. That's stupid. Guest. Wrong button. Upgrade. Team the business plan to access the green room. Guests are ready to go live. I got to upgrade. See, this is crazy. That's why, because the Mountain Mama, she has a plan with them. I can't get that plan. That's what it is. That's crazy. Where's that invite? Yeah, there we go. Copy. There we go. If anybody wants to come up, you're more than welcome. I sent that up. I'm just going about it myself. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you what I heard in the news. It's just crazy out there. Hey, Eagle Nick. Hey, Mike. I might even switch over to that's so weird. It says I don't have access to the green room. That's crazy. It like changes it. Oh, I see. Shift 4 to change this layout. I'm gonna try this. Shift 4. Oh, I gotta push it together. I just did it. It didn't do anything. I don't know why these layouts are like that. Invite guest. So yeah, I sent the invite. All right, I sense a wonder. It's just the time of year, new upgrades. I got you. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this from the computer. I do everything normally from my cell phone. I'm just doing it today off the computer. This computer's on its last leg, and I ain't gonna let it go. I need to fix the battery. There we go. Yeah, COVID is on the rise again. My wife, aunt went to the hospital. They had to stay there. Yeah, I'm gonna show this. Had to stay there, and now she's got it, and she's in her 90s. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. That's pretty cool how this works. So, yeah, that's crazy. You could put a star on the comment too. I don't know what that means. Hit hide. That's cool. I'm just learning these presets, y'all. You know what I mean? Bear with me. But yeah, we doing all right. Like I said, just not the same without Mountain Mama. We doing the best we can. That's crazy. Oh yeah, I put a star. That's cool. That's cool. That acts like a super chat when I put it there like that. I don't know how it looks like on the YouTube right now. But yeah, it's crazy. It says I can add a new layout. No, I don't want to cancel this. I don't know why I did that. Edit layout. Oh, I got it. Oh, that's cool. Hit cancel. But that's where the guest would be on the side. I was just trying to figure out where the guest would come in at. That's so weird. You should be able to have virtual background, general. There we go. I heard somebody came in here. There he is. At the stage. What's happening?
Am I that small?
Yeah, I got it. I can fix it. I'm still. Hold on. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
so what's
just
going on?
not much. Mountain Mama's not doing too good. She's not feeling good, so I figured, I go on. I try to get a couple other people. I seen you and I hit you up in Discord, so I was just trying to see what I could do here, without her.
Yeah.
Hi, you fuckers. Hey, AK, what's up, Caroline? That's funny. I'm
I will
like
be
you.
right back.
Oh yeah, you're good. I'm like you. I do everything on my cell phone. It's my computer. I got you. Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm sure Jack will probably know how to get stuff up. There we go. I got it. I'm still here. If you see me disappear, I'm still here. I'm just doing the Chester slide, you know. So I figured I'd try to learn about how to do this on the computer. Much love and respect. Thank you for stopping by, Eagle Nick. It's weird. I am not seeing other people in the comments anymore. That's weird. Or who's live? Oh yeah, so uh Cat, like so like this is being broadcast on my channel, Mountain Mama's channel, and the podcast channel itself. So unless you're in what should we call it, the StreamYard, you're not going to see all the comments because it's like from 3 different channels. It's weird. But it's something we always do. Unless you come in here, you can't really see them. But hey, Caroline, fire him again, Caroline. What is it?
What's up, Caroline?
But yeah, I'm still here.
When I go to the chat, can you guys see me when I go to the chat or no? Am I still there?
What have you chat?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the chat to come up while I can.
Oh, you gotta see, hit the comments, like the comment button.
Yeah. Cat D, what's going on?
You can see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a way to like get YouTube videos up on here and stuff, but I couldn't figure it out. That's why I went on the computer today.
Hmm.
So, yeah, what'd you think about that whole Tesla Cybertruck thing blowing up at the Trump
Oh, I don't
tower?
know. I have to do some digging on that. I haven't put any time into going to my different information avenues and seeing what I think of it. I mean, honestly, I only heard of it on YouTube today. That's it.
The
Just
crazy thing is the guy that rented the truck to do that thing in New Orleans, they rented those trucks at the same place.
wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Kind of
That's what
makes you
I'm
think, doesn't
saying.
it?
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
both 2 ex-military dudes. One dude was brainwashed by radical Islam. The other guy, I think, was just a white dude. But I don't, you never know what he believed in. But yeah, they rented them at the same place. 2 electrical trucks. Both were electric trucks.
I wonder why they chose that, because it's not like the lithium batteries are going to add anything to whatever they did. It's just more of a mess at the end to clean up. That's
Yeah.
all. You know. Yeah.
They
I don't
u-
know.
they used I saw how they put the fire out. They used like this, it looked like a wet electric blanket. Like they put a blanket on top of it to stop it, and they wet the top of the blanket, but they didn't wet the actual batteries. I guess that would cause a chemical reaction. It was just really weird. I never seen, like, that's how you put out electric car fires.
Yeah, yeah. They have to do that because of the lithium batteries. Sometimes they'll put the fire out, and then it'll essentially, like, the batteries short out because there's so many batteries. It's not like they have one big one. There's just like thousands of little tiny batteries that they all put together. So as each cell disrupts, it'll light the next one, that's right next to it on fire. So
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's crazy. Hey Lizzie, hope everyone had a good Christmas. I know I'm a bit late. It's all good. It was a good Christmas for me and the kids. Brainwashed by our government.
Yep.
I think they were trying to burn Trump out, and in the Tesla Cybertruck from Elon came on. That's a message in my book. Hey Phoenix. Yeah, lithium don't. Yeah, that's what I figured. Guess what happened to me tonight? Our building got frozen pipes. Not even my small heater is working, so I'm frozen. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that, Phoenix. Chester, I subbed. You I thought you subbed to me a while ago. I see you all the time, Caroline.
Oh, Caroline says that all the time. Don't listen to her. Caroline, we love you, but we know what you are.
That's funny. That's all good. Is your electric's working though? You got like electric blanket or something like you can wrap around yourself? You know what I mean? Or like a little space heater. That's what I would use.
What's going on, Phoenix?
Yeah, but that sucks though. I had a situation like that. I remember a couple of years ago we had a blackout here for a couple of days during the snowstorm. We had to go charge our phones up at
Oh, wow.
McDonald's, like just to get, you know what I mean? And I had a heated hoodie at the time. I would charge the batteries for that, and that's how I would keep warm in the house. And we didn't have electricity.
Right now, I'm trying to get a wood fire going in my house because it's just like the temperature dropped like a rock, and the propane will keep it, but it's just like not. It's not a wood fire.
Oh, it's brutal out there. Like
Yeah.
today, it's crazy. I can't even smoke a whole cigarette. Like I go out there, I smoke half of one. I'm like, it's too
Uh,
cold, you know?
makes me glad I don't smoke anymore. Not like that, you know.
Yeah, that's my last demon. I gotta get off my chest.
Yeah. Well, we all have one or two. Some of them are on our shoulder.
Yeah, I had a
Oh,
job where I quit cigarettes for like 2.5 years and I was vaping. And I had this one job like when they first came out, and the guy's like, "You're smoking weed at my job." I'm like, "No, this is like vape. It's tobacco." I'm like, "I don't smoke cigarettes." He's like, "Well, if you vape at my job site," he's like, "I'm going to fire you." So I started smoking cigarettes again because of that guy. Isn't that fucked up? Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Seriously. Oh.
I quit for 2.5 years, but then I had to go back because of that shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, people don't realize too. Like when I quit smoking cigarettes, it was probably well, yeah, it was a little over 8 years ago now, and I just went over to vaping, you know, first because I don't know. I thought it would be easier for me to quit vaping, so I just basically cross addicted to it. But what I realized when I did that was just how much nicotine there really is in a cigarette. Like people don't realize there's a lot of nicotine in one cigarette, you know. So I
Oh
just
yeah, sorry about that. I was gonna say to Mike, that's because like it's on three different lives. It's on mine, Mount Mama's, and the podcast channel. So the only way you can see it is if you come in, what you may call it, the StreamYard. You can see them all together. It's like three different lives.
what's up,
Sorry
Mike
about
Miller?
that.
Oh, Miss Rainey's here.
Hey, Miss Rainey.
All right, I'm gonna bounce one more time because I got to keep feeding this thing cardboard, and then I'm gonna go grab my coffee.
All right,
So you guys get to stare at my amp.
that's a good background.
Yeah, that's not green screen either.
Yeah, that's cool. I can only do that green screen on here. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. That's good though that your son's out there. I'm sorry to hear that you gotta sleep there tonight though. I know you walk everywhere. I was gonna say like I would drive to like a hotel, but yeah, that sucks. Just try to stay warm. I would get every blanket in the house and bundle myself up. So I hope they fix that for you. Hey, Miss Rainey. All right, wonderful. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a message for Trump.
Be right back.
Oh, you're good. I'm in the other chat. Yeah. So if you guys are in, so depending on what chat you're in, like you're not going to see all the comments unless you come to the StreamYard. I could drop the link in the bottom if you guys want to come up in here and watch it from here. It's up to you guys. Cigarettes make me hiccup whenever I would take a drag. I would hiccup, really embarrassing. So I just quit. You know what's crazy? Like when I would drink a lot and I would smoke cigarettes, I know exactly what you're talking about. When I would drink though a lot, I would always I hope you're okay, Phoenix. I would always get the hiccups though from when I would smoke a cigarette when I would drink. Like I don't know. Like really bad. And I would always think I would have the hiccups and it would like subside a little bit, and then I would smoke and it would make them worse, and I would have them the whole night. I'd be drinking. That's why all these cartoons you would see like all the drunks had the hiccups. You know what I mean? All them old drunk cartoons, they all had the hiccups. Hey, Miss Rainey. Hello. Yeah, how's your day going, Miss Rainey? I hope nobody's bothering you. You know, I've been trying to keep it drama free over here, but you get the lurkers and the drama. It just follows some people. What can you do? Uh, is your oven electric? Yeah, that's a good question. If the oven is electric, you could turn on. It happened last year, but worse. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that, Phoenix. Hi, sense of wonder. Yeah, I'm just getting home. Yeah, I was gonna say, but were people in their bathing suits today in that pool? Like, and that's crazy. So, like, swimming in the pool, I get it, but like, I would have my clothes. I was thinking about this, like, right next to that pool, or a whole bunch of towels right next to that pool. And as soon as I would get out that pool, I would bundle myself up because I don't know. I look like people walking around in the cold in their bathing suits. I'm like, that's crazy. Hell no. I know the pool might be warm and keep you warm for like 10 seconds after you get out, but once that wind hits you, hell no. Someone is always bothering me, but I don't participate in the I got you in the circus. I ostracize it. No, I don't blame you,
What I miss?
Caroline. No, I was just asking if anybody was bothering Miss Rainey. And Phoenix said that which because it happened to her last year, and somebody was asking if she had a oven, electric oven. So, just you could turn your oven and let it heat up your home and just leave the door open. Yeah, you're welcome. I think I can use my oven. Sometimes you got to be careful if it's a gas oven, though. You know what I mean? Because I know you never know. It could be dangerous. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah, you got to be careful with that stuff for
Because
a
you
lot
could
of
have
different reasons.
Yeah, you could have like what you call it, like a burner leaking gas, and then once you hit that, you don't know, like the room fills up with gas, and boom! I'm just trying to heat my house. That happens all the time, so just be careful with that.
Mm.
Yes, I have a geothermal pool. They are fine for about 2 minutes, then they get cold. Yeah, yeah, because I've seen people coming out that pool where Miss Rainey works, and they were walking around bathing suits. I thought it was indoor. She's like, no, it's outside. I'm like, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Like I was like trying to figure out like what's happening here. Her gas is not working. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. So the gas ain't working. I got you. I thought like the pipes, like the water pipes she meant were frozen, but I don't know. Wyatt told me I got blocked by somebody today. I wonder who. No carbon monoxide poisoning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That could happen too. Yeah, yeah. That's true. Just have one of them little detectors in your house. That could
I
help
have them
you.
everywhere.
I wasn't there. I can't wig it out for the night. I can't wig it out for the night. No, it's electric. All right, yeah, yeah. If it's electric, I would turn it on. You know what I mean? If it's electric, turn that oven on. Heat that home, or get like a little like furnace. We used to have like kerosene heaters in my house back in the day. Those were super dangerous.
Oh, you know what?
You don't see that anymore, really.
I'll be right back again. I'm sorry. I just realized I
You're
forgot
good.
the thing you're doing right there. I have to go get.
Not completely understandable. Hello, Mike Miller. I would. Yeah, I would definitely keep that. If it's electric oven, I would definitely turn it on. I was just telling you all the warnings. I was giving you the Surgeon General warning label. So that's all I was doing. Yeah, we had little gas floor heaters in our home, and you had to leave a window cracked for the carbon monoxide poisoning reasons. Yeah, no, I get that. My non-arrest, my grandpa, he used to have kerosene heater and shit, and he would leave the back window open too, because we would keep that. Those kerosene heaters are dangerous, but they work great. You know what I mean? But dangerous as hell. 100%. Somebody hits that and it spills over, it could start a fire. Very dangerous. And it always leaves a smell in the apartment too. It just smells like gas burning. I kind of like that smell. I remember on Home Alone 2, he had the kerosene on the rope, and he said, he's like, Barb, I smell your aftershave. It was the kerosene. I thought that shit was funny. I have one in my apartment with a kerosene heater. Yeah, I would use that. But just keep the window open, like they said. It won't hurt nothing. It being out. Hey, Speedy. I had my friend's mom, and she kept one by her feet. I know what you're talking about, McFly. Yeah. I used to have a little space heater. I would put a blanket on it at my house. I would, when it was like freezing, and everyone thought I was nuts. Like, you're gonna fucking burn it. So I put the blanket on top of the heater while I was like rotating and shit. It felt good under there. I wouldn't do it for long, just for like a little bit. You know what I mean? You put your blanket on top of the heater. I know, like, sounds crazy. Don't try it at home.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's a good way to burn your house down.
Yeah. It's a fast way to get toasty too.
Oh yeah, Sense of Wonder. That little buddy heater. I have one. I got one for my daughter's mother. She loves it. Actually, my daughter's been using it more than her. So
I've
yeah,
been
they work
seeing like
pretty good.
I saw these like other heaters they have that like lately, like some new one, like there's selling on Timo that you could just like plug in your wall and it's like a little. You ever see that thing?
Mm-mm. No.
It's like a little space heater. You just plug in the outlet and it's supposed to just like work off the outlet. That's like dangerous in so many ways, I would
Oh
think.
yeah. Yeah.
But
Well, you gotta make sure you got good wiring in your house.
hell yeah, there's a fire in here. See that? It's getting out of control. Yeah, did you have a good New Year's, Jack?
Yes, they did. Yeah, I had a really good New Year's. Did the typical thing. Me and the kid played video games until shortly before the ball, and then she was on her phone, and then the ball dropped, and then we had like sparkling cider, so it was nice. Chance to break
Parenting
out
in
the
2024.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, break out the Cristal.
Hell yeah. You have real Cristal?
No, no, it's not real. It looks real though.
I got a picture of me in my friend's house. Like I was making fun of like Dallas fans, and it was like they had a real bottle of Cristal. I made a meme out of it. I was like, whatever. I was like, I'm drinking. I drink this fine bottle of Cristal. Like you haters. I gotta forget what I wrote on there. Like you Dallas bandwagon. So I gotta read it. It was funny though. I was making fun of them basically.
Nice, nice.
Oh, I drink this fine bottle of Cristal like you Dallas bandwagons drink your Kool-Aid. That's what I wrote.
Nice.
It was a funny picture. 6 feet away from being able to go live. I'm 6 away from going. Oh yeah, everybody subscribe. Put your ad sign, and I'll tag it up. Charlie and Ashley Defoe.
Oh yeah,
Everybody,
yeah,
yeah, subscribe to them.
yeah, yeah. Charlie's getting close. I told you, Charlie, you just stick with it and like you just put up shorts. People will watch it. People will get you there.
Oh
You
yeah.
know.
And I just say do 3 videos, 3 shorts a day, and try to go live in the beginning. If you can, once a day. You know what I mean? So 3 shorts and a live every day. Definitely 3 shorts will get you on the right path. You know what I mean? Last year at this time, I only had 8 subscribers.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. That's pretty good. I've only been around since man, August, maybe the beginning of August 2nd or something. I just looked at my stats because it's ridiculous. I started posting in August, and like Charlie, this is why I'm telling you, just start making shorts. Whatever. Like McFly said, make 3 a day. Try to go live once you can. Get live. Go live at least once a day, and try to stay on there for a little bit, and you'll get subs quick. You really will. I know I'm over 850 right now, and like I've been really slacking on putting my shorts out. It's just McFly knows some days you don't feel like doing
Yeah,
it, and you have to keep doing it. You just
because
have
I
to.
get you out of the algorithm, and it takes a while to get back in. I've had it happen to me like majorly, where I fell out, and then I tried, and I've been trying to get back to July ever since. Like my July was insane. I've been trying to get back to those kind of numbers again. I haven't. I told you those lives. One live I did in July. I had like 31,000 people watching.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy, man. I get excited when I see I did like 100,000 views on my shorts in 28 days. I'm like,
yeah.
you know,
That's good. That's really good.
yeah. But I mean, as long as you stick with it, like my channel, as long as I stick with it, that's usually what I average. It's just I don't stick with it. Like the past couple of days, I've went live, but I haven't really done any shorts.
Yeah. Just so JoJo made me sub to you. It wasn't about you. Yeah, yeah. JoJo keeps my channel afloat. Like real shit.
Oh,
When I
people love JoJo. He's awesome. Who doesn't love an orange cat? Come on.
He's a good cat, yeah. He comes by all the time, but he fights with my cat in the window. So like it's tough. They don't like each other. I think they
Uh,
knew each other from the streets, you know.
yeah, they may have.
Do 4 or 5 videos. I have over 2K on them and 4 or 5 video. YouTube told me in 4 or 5 video I have over 2K view on them 4 or 5 video.
Okay, so that's not bad. So you're probably averaging about the same I did in the beginning, which like my average videos, I'll probably get about 400 views.
Gotta stay warm. All right, Phoenix. Stay warm. Definitely keep bundled up. And if you
Yeah,
got a heater or try the oven, because I know later it's gonna get colder. Let's just be honest. So stay warm. If you need anybody to talk to, you come back. We'll be here.
yeah, we'll be here.
I have them videos up for 3 days. You're welcome, Phoenix. Yeah, like the best. I don't know. Like I just started looking at like the farm market. I started so like I was talking to my girl about this. I used to like smoke a lot, and I would watch Wu Tang, or I would listen to Wu Tang and watch Kung Fu Theater, where I would turn the volume off on the Kung Fu Theater on channel 48 in Philadelphia, and I would turn all the way down on Saturday, and I would turn Wu Tang Enter the 36 Chambers up,
Yes.
and it would sync up, and it was fucking awesome. And I had friends over, and we would always do this, right? So then I started I don't know. I started coming back on YouTube. I did like a football. I think when the Eagles lost, I did like a video, and then I did videos sporadically throughout the year. And then when what should we call it? I just started getting more martial arts, and I said I want to come up with a way of saying what should we call it? You got knocked the f out, basically, like from Friday. I wanted to do my own version of that, and I was like, and I seen how many people watch martial art videos because that's popular in every culture.
Hmm.
American, Chinese, Europe, everybody's watching karate videos. They're awesome. So I came up with, I was like, oh, I'm going to say he Bruce Lee the shit out of him. Like you got knocked the F out. So I did that to a martial arts video. And that's what helped my channel blow up like overnight, basically. I went from like 8 subscribers. I've seen like all these subscribers. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And it was like in March, and it just started like going nuts. That video literally like 2 or 3 days ago hit 80 million views. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
for you though.
So
That
that's the
that's
video. That and JoJo is what keeps me afloat. You know, like I'm gonna keep it 100.
That's awesome. Yeah, everybody loves JoJo.
He gets a lot of views too. His videos average a lot of times like 1,000 to 2,000 views. Like it's nuts.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
just for a cat. You know.
Yeah, well, my cat videos always do good. People love Tux. I mean, I'm not even joking. Tux will get about half that. Tux will get about 1,000 views plus.
Hey Asia. Yeah, it's crazy because Yeah, people love cat videos, but it's also about like your hashtags and shit. So like that's what another thing I did. Like I would go and when I would do the martial art videos, I would go in like the YT studio like to edit, and I would always put like I would name all these Asian countries of like hashtag the Philippines, hashtag China, hashtag Japan, and I would put like Japanese martial arts or
Yes.
Jap like, and I would just go on, and that shit helps. Like, you know what I mean? That shit really does help. So that's
So
what I do.
that really does help, and I'll word it this way: in my past life, when I used to do a lot of writing online about like defense and industry stuff, and a lot of it was like world events, like what world leaders are talking to what world leaders, and my speculation as to why, basically, and all my speculation was always backed up with fact. I wouldn't just speculate, but I would make it seem that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So hashtags were a huge thing, like a huge part of that too. So it's the same with YouTube. It's anything with social media. It's, yeah, your content does matter to a point, but it really is in your delivery, I guess, and the delivery is definitely your hashtags and which ones you use.
100%.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like if anyone goes to any one of my shorts and looks at my description, I'd say 90% of the hashtags are just, I don't want to say generic ones, but the ones I post to everything, because it's kind of what gets you views.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to fix my phone real
It's all right.
quick.
I'm sliding.
Yeah. Hello, Mount Mama. Yeah, hey Troll Slayer. Mountain Mama wasn't feeling good today, so Jack filled in for Mountain Mama. So Mountain Mama's not looking as hot, but it's Jack. It's not really Mountain Mama at all. No
See,
offense, Jack.
I keep bouncing back into the chat because it's like I can't see myself and read the chat. It's just one or the other.
Special delivery, my new selfie stick tripod with dual lights. So pumped. The selfie sticks are cool. What I got when I first started filming and stuff, I'll show you real quick. I have it right here actually. I got this thing called a DJI Osmo Mobile. And if you go get something like to do videos like that, this is the way to go. It's just a pain in the ass because I gotta take my case off and it doesn't fit this phone. I have to put I was putting clay on it because this is for an older iPhone. I don't know if you can see it. The fucking cat is the green screen's messing it up. You see it?
Yeah.
It's
All right.
like a
Yeah.
so it's like you put your phone in it and it's like a steady cam. You know what I mean? Like
That's cool.
so like your phone's in it and then like when you walk like it stabilizes it and shit. Like you can go any direction and shit. You know what I mean?
That's what I need.
The
I just
problem
do it all
is
with my arm.
that the Osmo stays the same, but your phone gets bigger. And my new iPhone is too big for this. So I was putting clay on the end of it, like extending it as much as I can and putting clay on it to stabilize the weight. You know what I mean? Or I'll put
Yeah.
like a penny and clay on the one side and it kind
Yeah.
of yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, otherwise they want me to get a new one. These things ain't cheap. But
No.
actually you can get them cheap. I've seen some on TikTok shop like from other brands that are not DJI that are a lot like affordable now. Because they're a ripoff, DJI.
Well, it's brand name. That's what you're paying for, essentially.
Has a tripod. It goes 360 and small enough. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it sounds similar to like one of these things from what you're describing. Because this does like 360. I would film a lot of stuff with it. I try to film ooh, oh, don't fall. There we go.
Cat D, you gonna be going live? How many subs do you have, Cat D?
She was saying that she had a good number, you know. Like I said, it's just you got to stay in that algorithm, and you'll fall out of it. I fall out of it all the time, and I try to work my way back. I'm at a stable place now, but I want to get back to July numbers. July numbers was the shit. You know what I mean?
I have to stay consistent. The problem the problem with me is I do everything on my iPhone, and it's just like it's a lot. Like I have so much video because I basically have so much video that if I couldn't take any more video for probably a year, I could remix and change angles and just do different things and like keep my channel going. You know what I mean? And sometimes I do that just because it's like, oh, it's a gloomy day. I don't want to go out and like take video of the field because it's that gloomy. So I'll go back to the spring and, you know, do something
That's
with
cool.
the mom and the doe that, you know, she was giving her fawn a bath, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of times, my videos, I just look at trending topics and shit. My phone actually now, I didn't pay for my. I have cloud storage. I have like 2 terabytes. I didn't pay
Wow.
last month. I just didn't have the money. And then when I got my job and I paid for all that. And for me not paying, it like stopped backing my shit up. And now
Yeah.
it's saying I don't have enough storage space because like it all went on my phone. And now I gotta kind of shrink it back down again to like where it was. I had like 100 gigs of storage space on my phone, but because of the cloud going away, it pushed everything on my phone. Now I'm at a weird place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I probably like I don't know when I get a new phone, I'll just go off the cloud and it'll be fine. You know what I mean?
What do you have now? 15 Pro?
Yeah, 15 Pro Max.
Pro Max? Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah, it's a good phone.
It's a good phone. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. It's a little bit bigger. I was just wondering because it's like all the mechanisms I had for my old phone, this one, it just, you know, it would just push right to its limits. So, but
Yeah. But I'll fix
Charlie,
it though.
Charlie,
I
you don't
don't
have
have.
TikTok or StreamYard. You can download the StreamYard app.
Yeah, you don't. When we didn't go on StreamYard on whatchamacallit, I didn't go on StreamYard on whatchamacallit on the app. I would go on like Safari like to get on it on the phone. You know what I mean?
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know you could do that.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
No
Because when
kidding.
you go on the app, it's like you don't have that many features and shit.
Huh.
You just get more features on the phone that way. But I was supposed to get them on the computer. Like it says, like I have presets here to add, like not this or in the settings. Like you could add. I don't know. You should be able to. I don't know how to get it. Like to get oh yeah, in general, trying to get like YouTube videos up here where I could play the YouTube videos. I did it before, but Mountain Mama was on with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't
So I
know.
think
I don't know anything about StreamYard other than I have the app on my phone, and when I click the link, it does its thing. So,
I got you. That's pretty cool. Hold on just a sec. I'll be right back too. I gotta fill my thing. I'm still here though. I got my headphones on, so I can still talk.
it's all right. I'm gonna do the Chester slide real quick.
It's all good. You got any New Year's resolutions that you came out with?
Um, no New Year's resolution. I kind of stopped doing that this year because my whole life is kind of a New Year's resolution. You know, just taking different paths. You know,
I
so
got you.
no, not really. Everything in moderation.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Um, no, that's about it.
I just told my wife and my kids, and I'm just gonna say I love them more because I wasn't good at that as much. I got yelled at for that, so I'm trying to be
Uh,
better at that. I tell
that's
them like I love you. I say it like extra now. So
that's a gift right there to even be told that or figure that out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
I'm
because
not perfect, you know.
none of us are perfect, man. None of us, trust me. None of us at all.
Some people act like they perfect, but those are the ones you find out the most shocking things about.
It's funny that you say that, Chester. It's funny that you worded it like that because that's what that friend of mine. I think he's out there somewhere in the chat. He's having trouble with someone like that. the the saga of the Karens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It's really cold here tonight, and I swear it just got windy and it just started blowing everything, and it is cold now.
Oh, it's terrible.
Hmm.
I don't like I said, I can't even go out there for a full cigarette. Like it's that
Well,
bad.
there you go. Maybe you should try quitting again.
I was thinking about getting this thing. I was talking. I don't know if I was talking. I forget who I was talking to about those nicotine things. They're like it's like a little packet that you put in your mouth. Now it's not chewing tobacco. It's just nicotine, like pure nicotine. And then they say it helps people quit cigarettes. You know. So I don't know. I was thinking about it.
Uh, I know somebody I think that was using something like that. I think he's still using the same thing, honestly. I
I
don't
heard
think
a
he
lot of
ever quit
gamers.
doing that.
A lot of gamers use it. I hear.
Yeah,
So they don't have to get up and go outside. They could just like, you know what I mean?
of course. Yeah,
What up,
it,
McFly and
it's like
Jack?
chew.
What did Scooby's Catskill Mountaintop Metal?
Oh, Scooby changed his name. Hang on a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, he doesn't like it very much. He said it's too long.
Yeah, it's long as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, Scooby, I'm telling you, you gotta make like an acronym or something, you know what I mean?
I told you my name on here was my government name for like 12 years, and I had 8 subscribers. So everyone's like, well, you know, like they all knew me from like my Instagram is Chester McFly. They're like, just change your name to Chester McFly. And I did. And then I did that video and my page blew up. So I'm like, I'm not going back to that.
That's funny. We got the same story on that. I just, I don't care about blowing up on anything. I'm just kind of trying to share what, I took for granted for years. That's all. So what's up, Scoob?
Yeah, what's happening? Spraying cinnamon mouthwash on your tongue takes the urge away for nicotine. That's crazy.
So,
I never heard that.
no, no, she's right. She's right. With the cinnamon, but like Meat Cat D, you know what they actually do is you know how cinnamon comes? It's a little stick that's about the length of a cigarette, and
It's
you,
bark.
yeah, and you stick that in your mouth. Yeah. Well, you have come to the right place, Scooby.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I didn't know like so you think that stuff's bad though, like those little packet things?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If somebody was saying like it's not tobacco, so it's just nicotine, so it's better, but I don't want to get like mouth cancer. And like
Uh, and that's you just trading it off, man. You know what I mean? You just got to stop. You just got to figure out how you're gonna do it. That's all.
I quit like a whole bunch of times with the Chantix
Yeah.
and then the insurance didn't cover that. And then I did the vape, and the vape didn't work for like a long time. Because I didn't even have to vape. I would take a couple puffs here and there, and it was cool. But I did it at first. I would like build them myself. Like before you could even buy the vapes, I would like build them, like the coils and all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like with the big battery, like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Oh
how
yeah.
I did it
I
first.
I know someone that did that. They used to show me. They used to show me all of these different, like, it was almost like artwork how they would wrap the coils and whatnot. You know?
Yeah, yeah. I've seen people they could do like crazy coils and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, I did that all the time. Then I got it like lazy with it eventually, and I remember I looked in there, it was like black. and like fucking gross. I'm like, I can't smoke out of this thing no more. It's a pain in the ass. Because like I had to make this shit, you know what I mean, all the time. It's just a pain in the ass. Then I like the ready like atomizers you could just screw in. I'm like, this is better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I switched to vaping and then I just gave up the vaping. You know, that's I don't have any really good story on that. I could tell you something else. I know someone that used um well, let's see. It's acronym is MDMA. They use that to stop smoking.
Really?
Uh-huh.
See. So like, all right. So I love psychedelics. I love 'em. I even have a group on Facebook if anybody wants to look it up called Hallucinogenic and Psychedelic Medicine.
Oh.
Still on Facebook. That's my group.
Okay,
I made that.
I have a story. I have a story, okay? I'm gonna lean in for this one, okay? And this is the truth. I knew somebody once in my life that had very traumatic injuries to their head. What had happened was they had gotten into a fight with somebody. They were trying to defend themselves. They grabbed onto like this big piece of like metal work, and they were just trying to stop themselves from falling because they knew if once they got down on the ground, this guy was just going to start kicking them.
Yeah.
So what happened was this metal thing wound up falling over on top of him because the guy basically flipped it and then he kicked him in his eye socket. So this guy
Oh
had
shit.
yeah, he had a Teflon eye socket. They attached it to his skull, right?
Damn.
And his one pupil was just like fully, not fully dilated, but like three-quarter away dilated. And he was telling me, you know, because he wanted to take some magic mushrooms. And he's telling me, he's like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna go blind or not. And he at that point only had like 40% vision in his eye because it would blur. And if he tried to look up, it would like flutter. And if he tried to look down too far, it would flutter.
Yeah.
So you know, he called me on the phone. He's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, dude, I mean, you know, really ultimately it's up to you, you know. Worst case scenario, you know, go to the hospital if something bad's going on.
Yeah.
So he like 2 or 3 hours passed, right? And he winds up calling me. He's like, dude, what are you doing right now? I'm like, I'm going out to the store. Why? He's like, can you stop by here real quick? I'm like, yeah, why? Is everything all right? He's like, yeah. He's like, I just want to show you something. I'm like, okay. So I stop by and I see him. And when I see him, like both of his pupils are just like Oreo cookies. And I'm like, well, that's weird because his damaged retina
Yeah.
wasn't responding to anything. I leave. The next day, he calls me. He's very excited. He's like, dude, you got to stop over again. I'm like, what? What happened? He's like, it went back to normal. I'm like, get the F out of here. So I stop over, dude, and both of his eyes were like normal. It started responding to everything because he had done that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so like there is like holistic medicine and a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, you could talk about PTSD and like microdosing and everything else, but that's other things that I basically had to teach myself at my last job to understand certain things about whatever. You know what I mean?
I can tell you my story, man. Like that's why I made the. I'll tell you why I made the group, because so I hurt my wrist and I was addicted to Percocets and after I couldn't get perks anymore, I started doing dope, man. I'll be honest, you know. So
Hmm.
I would go down to Kensington and shit, and it was bad, man. I didn't want to do that. And then one day I tripped and saw myself like homeless down Kensington. Like
Wow.
this scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So
That's
then I flushed everything I had down the toilet and I never went back to it. And because of that, that's why I made that group on Facebook. And like it really helped me and it helped. And I talked to a lot of other people's like that. But the problem is when I would trip, I would smoke more cigarettes than I ever would when I'm sober. Everyone's like, yeah, you quit cigarettes for mushrooms. And I'm like, bullshit. I smoke 2 packs when I'm tripping. What are you talking about? Because I like to smoke and the smoke changes color when I'm smoking. And you know what I mean? And I could just keep smoking. And I didn't even realize I'll sit out there, I'll smoke a whole pack. You know what I mean? This time's different. So
oh
I'm just
yeah.
saying, I can't, I don't know how people say I quit cigarettes on them things. I don't know how you do it because I smoke twice as many cigarettes when I'm tripping, you know? But tripping did help me though. Like it helped me get off that shit. You know.
Oh yeah, it's helped a lot of people. You know what I mean? A lot of people have had a lot of self realizations. You know, at the very simple uh, part of it. You know, others, more of a revelation. You know, but yeah, yeah, there's definitely a holistic value to it. You know, medicinal
Have you
value.
have you tripped, Charlie? Have you ever taken mushrooms, Charlie? His last comment says legally blind and only 8%
Eight
of my
percent.
left
Yeah.
eye. Did you hiccup more tripping than smoking with alcohol? I would always hiccup when I would take mushrooms. I would hiccup a lot, especially if I would drink. But I could tell you what, I could drink like a case or two, like 2 cases of beer, and wouldn't even get drunk on mushrooms. I don't know why. I was talking to my buddy about this. Like I could drink and drink and drink like beer, like even alcohol, and it wouldn't get me drunk. Eventually I wouldn't be tripping anymore, and then I would be drunk like at the end. But like while I was tripping, I didn't feel the effects of alcohol. You know,
Yeah.
I'm here listening. I'm hurting. Why you hurting?
She's just busting us
Mm,
because we're not listening to music, we're not singing, we're not doing something. Is that what it is? Am I right?
I'm boring.
Uh,
But nah, psychedelics has helped me out a lot. I even eat chocolates on here sometimes. You know.
oh, no kidding.
Yeah, yeah. I got a couple still. You know, they help me out. I got these special kind. They're called albino penis envy. It's the ape for short. It's like really crazy looking mushrooms. Like they don't look like regular mushrooms,
No
but
kidding.
they're crazy. They're like the second strongest ones in the world, I think, right now. There's
No
like one
kidding.
other one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're called ape. You should look them up. You'll see them. You'll be like, yo, those things are crazy looking. Yeah, that's what my buddy got. I got like a whole zip, and I made chocolates out of them. I'm like down to I only have a couple left, so I ate a lot. It lasted me like a year though. You know,
Nice. Nice.
that's the way to go. You know what I mean? Just get like an ounce, make chocolates out of them, and just eat them throughout the year whenever you need them.
Yes, I do. See? Wait, hang on. Caroline, look, I was listening. I was just answering you in the chat quietly while McFly was talking. So,
Yeah.
Caroline, you're so bossy.
I don't smoke nothing else or take anything. Oh.
Jack never listens. Can you post that? Can you
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, post that comment, please. Jack never listens because you know what, Caroline's right. There you go. There you go. Right there.
There you go. He was typing to you.
Nice. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Even when I did an interview with like those three rappers and shit, like I was eating mushrooms that night. Toward the end of the interview, I started tripping. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm like, real ended now. I'm like, that's perfect. Chester, I just told you this earlier. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't listen. No, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're the stones, kidney stones. I thought P stones. Yeah, I got my memory is not too good. But then if you tell me something like again, I'm like, oh yeah, then I remember. Like sometimes I don't remember the first time. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. If I was you, I'd be smoking. You know what I mean? Take your mind off that. That sucks though. I always got scared about that because my grandpa had a whole bunch of them. He had a jar of like his kidney stones that he had to pee out. Like he had like a fucking jar. He had to pee them out. Like you know what I mean? He had them in the jar in the room. He's like, show me, and like that would scare me because he ate good. You know what I mean? That man ate healthy. He lived to be like 94 years old, almost 95. Like,
Wow.
yeah. So he ate good. My grandma cooked for him and shit. Like he had wine, all kinds of fresh fruits and vegetables all the time. So if he got them, I'm terrified. I drink Pepsi and Coke every single day. You know what I
I
mean?
don't, man. I just drink water and coffee. That's it.
I
Maybe
drink
maybe
coffee
some
too.
milk. Oh yeah, a lot of coffee. Black. I'm gonna bounce out for another one, and I gotta go check my fire real quick. So I'm still here.
You're
I'm in the
good.
chat anyway.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I don't know. I was gonna stay live for a little bit longer. It's like 9:30. You know what I mean?
I've given you shit just for nothing. Fuck Jack though.
Yeah.
Post that.
I'm giving you shit, Chester. Nothing
Uh,
but fuck checked. That's that. Yeah, I got you. I like that, and you can put like stars on them and shit.
oh yes, that's awesome.
It's like started like in that one section. You can
oh,
see everything.
hang on a minute.
That's
I
pretty
know what I'm
cool.
gonna do.
Starred. Oh yeah,
Caroline, I'll redeem myself with you. Hang on a minute.
that's pretty dope. You can take requests like that. It's pretty cool. Like I'll say something crazy and you put it on the screen. Done and done.
There you go. Talking about how everybody loves cats, right?
Yeah, that's a big cat. Oh no, not really.
Come on.
You got any color on him? He's all black.
All black, all black. It's a her, and
Her.
you can't see it, but she's a black, what they call a ghost tabby. So she's got like lines going down her back.
That's cool. I just see black. Like yellow eyes or
Oh
green.
yeah.
Yellow.
Yep.
And they're bright.
Yeah, they are. And
I
she's
get
good.
nervous when I walk down the street and a black cat's like trying to cross. I try to make him go back. Like, 'cause I believe in that shit. Like, oh, you going back?
I love black cats, man.
Yeah, I like them too. I just when they walking in front of me though, like I don't want them to complete the path. You know what I mean? I try to make them go the other way. I chase them and shit.
Caroline, what do you want him to post? what do you
Yeah.
want? Go ahead, put it up.
That's one more thing, Chester. Yeah. I mean, I instantly instead of coffee. Oh, I heard about. They gave me that stuff in jail. Actually, chicory. I had that in jail. That the stuff was terrible. It was horrible. Now I'm sure you're not having the stuff they gave people in prison, but that stuff was terrible. Like, yeah, it's chicory. It's a kind of coffee drink. It was horrible. That was like the worst thing I ever drank in my life. It's like if somebody took a dump inside of a coffee cup. And Detroit does rock, just not the Lions. So I'll post that. I like Detroit. I do. Just not the Lions. Somebody from Detroit was like telling me, they're like, yeah, like they're trying, like, it's like, yeah, I talk shit with sports. And they're like, yeah, but you got that dump in Philadelphia called Kensington. I'm like, your whole city's Kensington. What you talking about? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Kensington's crazy though.
Oh yeah. Kensington's real crazy. Um, so like yeah, that led me to someone. Like I said before, like a lot of the stuff I used to make was like prop type stuff. So somebody wanted something that looked like that trank. So I had to like, see what it was, see what it looked like, and it's just a lot of it's just white powder.
Yeah, that's
That's what it
all it
looks
is.
like, you know what I mean?
Tan white powder.
But that's when I found out how bad Kensington was when I saw those videos of everybody just standing there like zombies, you know what I mean? And then, you know, everybody's response to those videos like, why are you doing that? Well, it's to show like how bad the problem is. And then there was an outfit down there called Savage Sisters that they primarily worked right in Kensington, just trying to like provide help for all of the open sores and everything. That stupid drug, like people don't realize how bad that stuff really is.
But one of
You
the
know,
chemicals to make that drug, one of the main chemicals to make that drug, like the factory for it, is located in Kensington. Did you know that?
of course it is. Do you know
Like
where
I'm
that?
saying, like on the corporate level, like company level, like that drug that they use, it's from they had that company in Kensington and just happened to be on the streets out there. Nobody knows. Just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah, that's disgusting. That's what that is.
it's crazy, man.
Well,
They do
apparently,
that shit on purpose though, like just to I think test shit out on populations. You know
oh
what I mean?
yeah, no, listen, I definitely believe that that drug supposedly originated from some little town in Mexico and then went from there right to Kensington.
Yeah.
That's so fishy, like that right there. Like just listen to that. Some small little town in Mexico, like Nowheresville, Mexico, and then from there right to Kensington. And now it's like it's spread all the way, it's all over the eastern part of Pennsylvania, all the way up to Binghamton, I'm sure, It's
Because
just it's
everybody goes to Kensington, and then they bring
mhm.
it to where they go. You know,
Yep.
it's crazy up there. I when I used to, when I was addicted, I used to go up there. I could tell you stories. I remember I would go up there at 6 o'clock in the morning, and there was always like certain parts where people would just give out samples.
Of course. Trying to get you hooked.
Exactly. But I
Yep.
would when I was broke and I had no money, I would go down at that time, and then I would wait on the corner and shit, and you know what I mean? I would get samples and shit. But back then it was like dope. Like today, like I don't know, that shit wasn't around like that when I was doing it. You know? Thank God. All these people die like a lot of my friends, majority of my friends are like not alive anymore.
I believe
That's the
it.
crazy part.
Yeah, I know. That's sad, man.
I only have like only a couple friends still left, man. Like it's crazy. Like my whole class, like gone, man. It's nuts.
I I don't know. I don't really talk to anybody that I graduated with. The last person I could say I really did talk to it might wind up on Devil's Channel.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's just bad stuff all around, but whatever. Um yeah.
But at the same time though, like I don't know, I just work on me and my family and I stay away from all that shit. And I think that's the best thing you could do, you know?
Yeah, you have to do that for your family, man. You got to be strong for them and just stay away from that garbage. Because that's all
That's
that
why,
stuff is. It's just, and it's hard to get away from. Look at all those poor people. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They're a lot of them are down there on Kensington. They're homeless. They're homeless. They're just like whatever they could do to get some money to go score some stuff. It's bad. And then all of those open stores and everything, that's even worse. You know what I mean? Like that stuff is it basically like it opens up your skin. It starts rotting you from the inside out. It's terrible.
Oh, but they're trying to gentrify Kensington now. You know that?
Yep.
They had some place called like Kensington Estates. It was like new they're making apartments in there. They're gonna like tear a lot of that shit down, and that's gonna be like the next neighborhood to go. So like that happened to West Philly. Like I was telling my buddies, like I was like down there on my bike doing deliveries. He's like, "You can't be down there at nighttime, man. It's dangerous." And I'm like, "No, not no more." It's like all white people down there walking dogs and shit. He's like, "No, man." He's like, "There's gangs and drug dealers down there." I'm like, "Maybe it used to be like that." And then I showed him the video. Like I was down. It's crazy down there. Like they changed that neighborhood like that, like down Westfield. My buddy went down there. He moved down there like 10 years ago. It's like really ghetto, right?
Hmm.
And then next thing you know, he likes bikes, the dude. So like it's just funny. Like, but next time when I was down there recently, they have all these like coffee shops, bike shops, DJ shops, record stores. You know what I'm saying? Like all these gentrified type of stores in like West Philadelphia now. If you go down there, like it's crazy. Like 40th and Baltimore, like it's like all white people down there. I know it's nuts. But that's what happens. What goes around comes around. Now they're trying to do that shit to Kensington. So that's like the next, that's where they're trying to go with that.
It was a really good example I thought of something along those lines of how they gentrify different areas in Shameless. You ever watch
Yeah,
Shameless? Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it's the
exactly.
same thing there basically. You know what I mean? then they just they run out all the locals because they drive up the property value so much that they can't afford the taxes or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
All
and
part of
that's
corporate
true,
America, I
Cat.
guess.
That's true, Cat. Like a lot of homeless people, some of them aren't even on drugs. They just got mental problems. They just like
Oh
being
yeah,
out there. You
yeah,
know, some
yep.
people you just think are on drugs. It's just crazy. But I don't know. I think they trying to make Philadelphia better, and they need like places like Kensington to send all the people. I know it sounds bad, but like I
No,
think
it's
every
true.
city does that.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So what's going to be the next Kensington? You know, where's that going to be? What state?
Oh, what state is going to be like the next place like Kensington? Well, Baltimore's already like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even it's like that all over. Like parts of New York are like that already. You know,
hmm
Kensington's just one big place. It's the biggest open drug market in the United States of America.
Yeah. Right now, it definitely is. And I'm
So,
pretty sure it used to be L.A. You know,
yeah,
like tent city and shit like that. You know.
it's still bad down there. I have a friend that does videos down there walking around. Like he films a lot of like paparazzi. Like, he's like with the paparazzi. He films a lot of celebrities and shit. And he's like he walks through like bad neighborhoods, and it's still crazy down there, man. Same with San Fran. It's nuts.
Wow.
I think San Fran's a failed city.
hmm Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You
San
can't
Fran's. I don't know. It's there's a lot of trouble there. You know what I mean?
you can't live there though. Like the rent and shit in a lot of these places is so much money. You know what I mean? Like
No one can
getting like a
afford it.
that's what I'm saying. It's nuts. I don't understand how people live there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's what happens. They just they drive up the money and people can't afford it. You know, normal people can't anyway. You know, but that's all how you know that's how they do it. They just put some money into it. It's literally like I can watch it happening in different places around me too. There's a house not far from here that was put on the market cheap. I mean, real cheap. It was like a decent house, something you could probably get almost a half a mil for if you put some money into it. And that's exactly what somebody did. They bought it for under 100, and I'm pretty sure it was a company that bought it. They bought it for under 100. Um, they did a bunch of work inside the house. They painted the outside of the house a different color. They did work out in the yard because I'm pretty sure there was drainage problems. And then it just sold for like 430.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yep. And it's like, wow. you know. So, things to think about for the future. It's like even this property that I'm on, the original idea was to do a tree farm, which I don't know if that's going to happen at this point.
Like an apple orchard or something.
Um,
I heard you
no,
mention that before.
it was there's that field up there was going to be just like pine trees, like trees to sell wholesale or whatever to
I got you. I got you.
you know what I mean? And then have some like specialty trees or something for sale, something like that. But I don't know if I'm going to do that at this point. I don't, you know, things to think about for the future. Right
I'll
now
take
it's just,
forever to grow.
yeah. Yeah. Well, within 7 years. So what you have to do is 7 years from the time you plant is basically when you would see your first profit. So it's a loss for the first 7 years because you have to plant every single year for the
Yeah.
first 7 years. So I don't know. I mean, the saplings aren't much money, you know. It's just keeping them alive and having water and making sure they don't die. And it's a lot of work. It's a farm, essentially, just like any other farm at that point, you know.
Did you have like an irrigation system to go to them? I used to like do that in the woods, man. Like,
So there's a pond, right? That it's in one of my videos. before it actually really started filling up with water. Somebody was asking me, they're like, "Oh, how'd your pond come out?" I'm like, "Oh, there's water in it." And they're like, could you take a video?" So I did. I took a video and I sent it to them. And I looked at the video. I'm like, I can make a short out of this, because it was when I was trying to do 3 shorts a day, like you
Yeah.
should. And yeah, I made a short out of it, and it actually turned out pretty good. It was ironically right around the time of the election, and it was kind of a prediction of who the winner was going to be. So,
I didn't think Camilla was gonna win. You know what I mean?
no, no. Well, I don't think it was a very good job on the Democrats' side to try and like even force her down, anybody's throat, because that's basically what happened. Just like, oh, Joe's out of it, here, her. And I think that just kind of rubbed everybody the wrong way. I
Yeah, it
mean,
rubbed me the
obviously,
wrong
if
way.
you look at the color of the country, that's exactly what that says. More people just felt more comfortable with Trump. That's all. You know.
Yeah. Even in the black community, man, it's crazy. Like a lot of
Oh
my
yeah.
neighbors around here always like they, I mean, I live in a mostly black neighborhood, and a lot of them are for Trump. They would put American flags outside. They told me they don't want to put a Trump banner. They'd let the people know, so they would have like American flags outside. They're like, yeah, you can tell who you voting for, but don't say nothing. You know, I was like, nah, that's cool. Hey, you should, but I just like think they need just a better candidate. Um,
Oh,
I don't.
absolutely, absolutely. What they, and I don't mean any disrespect in this at all. It's just my opinion. Okay, my opinion is that they needed a much stronger candidate than what they had, because Joe was doing his thing, but I just think people looked at him as a frail man at that point, a frail old man. And
Yeah. Do you see him on the stage the other day?
no.
He didn't know how to get off the stage.
Ah, yes, yeah. Like, okay. you
He like
remember you
walks to
remember
the end.
when
He's like looking around, like,
you remember when George W. used to do that? He'd like go up on stage and he'd walk over to a fake door because he probably didn't listen to whoever was telling him, Mr. President, you have to go this way, and he'd just like walk over and not know where he was going. That was kind of funny, you
yeah,
know, but watching Joe do it is not funny.
no, it's sad.
Yeah, it is. It is.
'Cause I watched that shit. Like, I'm like, if I was the Russian president, I'm like, now's the time to attack. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
See,
saying.
now I'm off the coffee and onto the sparkling water.
That's cool.
Yeah. But oh, what were we talking about? I wanted to talk about something. I don't know. Usually I'm running my mouth. I'm just cold and
Now you
tired
good.
tonight.
Yeah, nah, I feel you. It's been terrible out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I haven't been wanting to go outside and do any of my walking around the wood lives or anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't go out today at all, really.
Oh, good. You need a day to like recoup, man. You're always out there walking around doing your thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
that's why I'm working on getting this e-bike, man. As soon as I get this bike, I ain't gotta walk anywhere. That's like the plan, but it's a pain in the ass right now.
yeah, I know, man. I hear you. Listen, I wish you were closer. Trust me, I would hook you up with something. you know, I can't
Yeah,
wait to
I hear
like
you.
really suit mine up, but I want to put a second motor on mine. That's what I want to do. I want to leave what is on there stock and just put a second motor on it and make it two-wheel drive, because that fat tire is really nice for even when you want to go off-roading. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
It's kind of like a little motorcycle with the front suspension and those tires.
yeah, that's dope. You got like shocks on it, or
Yep. Yeah, there's shocks on the front, but there's nothing on the back. And it was
yeah, I didn't.
under $1,000 from Amazon. So I
Yeah,
thought
that's
it was
your ad.
worth it.
That's your ad. You know, mental problems with the homeless. They just love living off the land, traveling, meeting new people. I mean, some are like that. I had an issue with I had an issue where I knew somebody who was homeless, and I invited him over, and then it was
Never
really
left.
I gave the guy some mushrooms, and he went crazy, so I made him leave. So I was like,
Wow.
yeah, because he went nuts, and then he was screaming up my street and got the cops called on him in front of somebody's house. Like went nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, he was acting like he was a devil and Jesus at the same time. Like, bro, you gotta just chill. It ain't on that time. Or not on that time, bro. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And he
Wow.
just wouldn't chill, and I was like, oh, you gotta bounce. You know what I mean? Because everybody else is, you know, having a good time too, and this is crazy. You know what I mean?
Wow. Well, you got to be careful, man. You don't really know people until you know them, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what Big used to say. You don't know till you know. I have an e-bike, but it needs a battery. Yeah, that's what I had. My battery, my bike, the battery's like screwed, but you can't even charge it because it's like all corroded from the rain. The the female and the male charger piece, it doesn't work anymore. And I don't know why. It's a good bike, and I don't have shocks on mine. Like when I would ride it, I feel
Oh,
everything in the Philly
yeah,
streets. It
no,
fucking
no,
hurt.
no, no, no.
It would hurt. Like I would come home, my hands like would hurt, like would be jammed up. You know what I mean? So I didn't know better. It was one. My bike is called a flash bike. I showed you. Like it
Yep.
was one of the first bikes that if somebody took your bike, you would know where it is. It had a cellular signal in it. So like if somebody stole it, I would know where it is. But the company went out of business, so none of that shit works anymore. And as soon as they went out of business, it was weird. The bike stopped working. So I don't know if they had anything to do with that. It wouldn't charge, but I had problems hooking up the charger to it for a while, and then it just stopped working.
Mm,
So
yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it
yeah,
sucks when you don't have support for stuff like that anymore because the whole reason you bought it was you said you had a couple bikes stolen before, right?
yeah. I had
Yeah.
a nice Lotus bike that it was like my dad's bike, and I fixed it up. And somebody stole it from my house. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that
like
sucks.
Lotus, like the car, like it's like the
Yep.
car company. Yeah, yeah, they make
Yeah.
bikes. Yeah, somebody stole
Wow.
that from us. It sucks.
Wow. Yeah, that really
Yeah,
sucks.
it was my dad's, and that really pissed me off. A
Yeah.
lot of shit you'll never get back.
No, no. In the end, it's all just stuff, though. You know what I mean? You can always get more stuff. Everything you really need, you have.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, as soon as the company went out of business, your bike stopped working. I'd say that's not so much a coincidence, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I could teach you how to do that. I could teach you how to modify that thing and probably send you a battery pack, man. I got a couple battery packs laying around here, and you're not that far away. You know what I mean? We do
Yeah,
a
I
video
told
on
you
it.
it's the way they designed my bike. Like so, like I like my bike. I think I showed you a picture.
Hmm.
It had the one bar in the middle, and then you could touch your passcode, and it was nice and futuristic looking. But I didn't know about e-bikes like that back then. When the battery had problems, you got to take out the back wheel and do all this extra shit to get to the battery, which is a huge pain in the ass. It looks good. It's very pretty, but you know what I mean? Like it's a
It's
pain in the
pretty.
ass.
It's pretty. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You live and you learn. Hopefully you get this new e-bike and figure something else out to do with your old one.
Yeah, this situation's is crazy. I'll tell you in Discord why my situation with the e-bike. You're like, oh, that's crazy. I'm not saying it on here, but
Yeah, hit me up on Discord. Yeah.
it's because
Absolutely.
of the company. I'll have to tell you the company I work for. Because I
Yeah.
sell e-bikes now.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely want to hear that, man. Hit me up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
they're
curious
still a
about
great
that.
company. I still go out and I do my job. You know what I mean? But I wish I would have one of the bikes. I'm just trying.
Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe
Yeah,
have you ever looked to see how much your old bike is worth? Like if you went to go sell it on eBay, like how much is one of them worth on eBay?
yeah, I don't know. I never looked that up.
Ah, see, that's something you might want to look up because if it's sometimes with these electronic things, and just take my word for it because I found hacks with different scooters. Okay, and I know I've said this before, but I basically made a scooter that my buddy spent like over 2 grand. He spent like actually it was closer to 3 grand on this scooter. It was two-wheel drive. And he's like, yeah, it'll go 40 plus miles an hour. I'm like, what's plus? Like, how fast is it? I'm like, does it go 40? He's like, well, kind of. And I had gotten this little like rinky-dink scooter. I think I paid like 150 bucks for it from one of these apps like Macari or something.
Hmm.
And I found out like a life hack that you know once the battery would get so dead, then it wouldn't take a charge anymore. So you have to take the battery out, and there was a certain way you like
That's
almost
what I
like
think's going on with mine. It won't
so
take it.
almost like putting paddles on a body and bringing like someone's heartbeat to a regular heartbeat.
Yeah,
You do the same thing with the battery, and you wake the battery up because there's a battery management service or a system on each one of these batteries that keeps it from catching fire. So once it drops down so low, the battery management system won't allow it to take a charge. So that I guarantee you is exactly what happened with your bike. you
yeah, but
know?
it wasn't having problems even when it was like running to take a charge toward the end. Like I was having problems connecting it, and I remember I had to lick it, and then
Yeah.
I would see that it was charging. This is like toward the end of its life. One of the last times I've actually rode it though, because I used to work, I used to work at Giant in like Broomall, and then I would have to ride it home to like Yaden, like
Hmm.
or like, and it was like it's a hike, you know what I mean? So I would ride that bike home, and one of the last times I rode it home, it was like
What's
a
up,
huge
Nacho?
rainstorm,
Really?
and yeah, so like my shoes are saturated, everything, and I was like one of the last times I ever rode that bike, and I
Yes.
don't know,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Something got wet in there. Maybe it penetrated the bike and got into the battery. You know.
Yeah, but it was already having connectability issues, so you know what I mean. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is, but it's
It's a
weird.
couple things. It's a couple things. Your plug where you have to plug in your charger, that little part, they burn up sometimes. Sounds like that's what happened here. Is if you had to like lick it and make that connection wet so it would make a good connection. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
yeah, it was already burned out at that point. You know
Hey,
what I
Nacho.
mean? What are you up to, Nacho? We're just chit chatting in here.
Bullshit.
Yeah, Charlie, that e-bike, I'll tell you what, if that might make some good content.
I'll
I
be
could
right back.
guide you through that. Uh, those e-bike things, they're not as hard as everybody makes it out to seem. It's really not. Usually, like with the batteries, there's a way to wake it up and see if
I told
you
you
can
my
test the
bike is
battery.
called a flash bike. Like
Yes.
that's the company. It's called a flash bike.
Hmm.
And it was what they call it, a crowd funded project. It was on Indiegogo or Indigo.com or whatever. That's where I bought it from. I seen it and it was like just so cool that it could it was the first. This is before like the Apple like tracker chips were available like that. So it was a bike that you could find where it was if somebody stole it. It was like really ahead of its time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I just don't know. You know what I mean? Like the company went out of business. I don't know what to do. It's like a giant paperweight right now, essentially.
I mean, I would just because I'm an idiot, I would basically make it into like a dragster if I had it. That's what I did with the scooter, and I wound up beating that guy that spent 2 grand on it, and I had like maybe 300 bucks into it total, and mine was beating his. He got frustrated over that. He's like, "How do I make mine go faster?" I'm like, "You don't. Yours does not need to go any faster." He wasn't very responsible with it. Wrecked it a couple of times. I'm like, "You don't need to go any faster. You need to learn how to ride it."
Yeah.
you know.
My bike, that bike at first, it went up to like 40 miles an hour. And then afterward, gradually got slower and slower
Uh-huh.
and slower. Um, and then eventually it was only hitting like, it was barely hitting 20 toward the end.
Okay, so that's a voltage drop. That was your battery dying.
Yeah, that's what I
That,
figured.
yeah. So I said
I didn't
it's
have the
probably a
bike for
couple
that
things.
long, but I rode it a lot. Like I was doing deliveries with it. I was riding it to work, like far. I was riding it like probably like 30, like close to 30 miles a day, man. Like,
Wow.
yeah. So I beat the shit out of it actually when I think about it. I had problems right when I got it though, because I remember when I first got it, like I took it out one night and I had like over half a battery left and it died on me one time, and I had issues with it like that. You know what I mean? I would have to get it back to the charger, and then it would be all right for a little bit, and then I remember I had problems in the heat where this didn't work a couple times. It was like 100 degrees outside riding that thing, and it's giving me a lot of problems. You
Hmm.
know?
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely your battery dying. So when you go to open that up, yeah, it's. I would just you'd have to just take the battery out and immediately take it to like a recycling place, you know.
I told you about it. It's in the frame.
Yep, yeah, yeah. I looked up the model. I know in a roundabout way probably how you have to, because you said you have to take the back tire off. So there's a plate that probably has some kind of Allen bolts
Plastic.
or
It's a
something.
plastic thing that comes out like out the frame, and then you could
Oh
pull the
yeah,
batteries out, and then all the wiring, all the bullshit's in there.
yeah. I would put a different controller in it, get rid of the dash and all that stuff, and just make a little dragster out of it. If you said it's already hitting 40 miles an hour, you just have to figure out what voltage battery was in it and just put the same size battery in it, or do something crazy and put like 84 volts to it. I put 84 volts to my daughter's scooter on Halloween. I took the scooter out and because she wanted me to go Halloween with her. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, can I borrow your scooter? And she's like, why? I'm like, I want to put the 84-volt battery on it. She's like, why would you want to do that? She understood because I put my biker jacket on and everything, and of all things, she wanted to stop at Burger King that day. I'm like, okay, fine. And they had those Burger King crowns, so I
Yeah,
put the
yeah. I was
crown.
just there the other day.
I put the crown on the scooter and I was out driving and I'm like, hey, do you guys know what I am? And they're like, a biker? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what gave it away? The Road King? And everybody thought that was funny, you know?
Hmm.
So, but yeah, I was hitting like over 40 miles an hour on that thing with a lot less voltage, and it was scaring me on Halloween, man. We took it on this road. I knew there was no kids or anything, and yeah, it was going way too fast. So I didn't want to fall and hurt myself again. You know what I mean? I'm still
Yeah.
kind of healing from the spring.
I
So
mean, if you overload a bicycle though, like that kind of bike, I could handle like going fast on a e-bike. You know what I mean?
yeah,
On a scooter, I don't know. I would have a lot of problems with that because you know what I mean. Like on a bike, I crashed that e-bike once going down Westchester Pike, like because they were digging up the asphalt, so I have to ride on the like this much like between the cars, so it's like uneven. And if you go between that ledge, and that's what happened. I flipped over and I was like this close to getting ran over by a fucking car, and
wow.
I chipped my elbow. I have like a chip now. You can like see it, like it looks.
Oh man.
There's like a chip right there in this part of the elbow. It's all messed up. The other one's good. Yeah, this one yeah, ain't got see it's normal. This one's normal. This one got like a chip from like hitting the ground real bad. See it a little bit? Yeah, it's fucked up. I went to work the next day, and the guy was like, "You're working a little slow." I'm like, "How would you work if you fell off a bicycle going 40 miles an hour the next day or the same day? How would you work? I just want to know." And he didn't answer me. I was like, "Yeah, exactly." So I would shut the fuck up if I was you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm here working. I didn't call out of work, did I? Shut the fuck up. That's what I'm saying. People
Yeah, well,
crazy, man.
you know. Oh, Caroline's back. Your
Hey,
cameras
hey,
keep going
hey.
off. Why do your cameras keep going off? And how do you feel, Caroline? How are you?
Yeah,
Yes,
how's it
I am
going,
generally
Caroline?
concerned.
I'm concerned for you too. And did you like with those stones that you had? Do you keep them, or they don't let you keep them anymore? Because my grandpa had a jar of them.
He
Like
had
I
a
said, those.
jar. Of course he
Yeah,
did. It's like these are all
he
my
would always show 'em.
stones.
Yeah, I would play with them and shit. It was like real smooth. I touched them and shit. It's crazy. I didn't know I'm a kid. This shit was inside him.
I
You know,
made these.
yeah.
Uh,
It was like a jar. Like you would shake them. Like, what are these? Hey, these my kidney stones. Like, oh shit.
that's funny.
I feel like I'm in labor. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that. Well,
Oh,
what can they do? Can they put like how do they get
right
rid of
there.
it? Can they break it up with like vibrations? Like ultrasonic, you know what I mean? Like could they like hit you with some kind of ultrasonic thing to break it up? So you just like I don't know. That's just something my brain thinks of. You know what I mean? What can break a rock inside you? It had to be like some kind of ultrasonic like frequency hitting your body. But like would that be good for everything else in the body? I don't know. There gotta be a way, you know what I mean?
There
Jack
probably
could
is.
probably know.
Sorry, I'll be right back. I am just
Oh, you're good.
trying to get my fire going. Where's my go tonight?
It's small, just gotta pass it. That's crazy. Like that terrifies me. As a woman, that's scary. Imagine being a man. That's horrifying. I mean, I think here it'd be better if you were like and I think if the smaller your thing is, it'd probably be better. So a woman not as bad. Like an Asian dude would be all right. This, I mean, he wouldn't be all right, but better than me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. They could hit you like some kind of ultrasonic frequency or a laser. Freaking lasers, you know?
I love that short, man. That was funny.
Oh, the lasers, yeah. That's what I thought of right away. Freaking lasers. I told you I'm on my biggest mystery of all. I'm trying to figure out who the real Cheddar Bob is. I don't know if anybody was a fan of 8 Mile. Seen that short I made.
What'd you say about Cheddar Bob?
So there's like two guys that came out in the past week on YouTube saying that they're the real Cheddar Bob.
Get out of here.
Yeah. One guy's like 41 and he looks like the guy Cheddar Bob from the movie, but he's 41. Eminem's like 50. You know what I mean? So it's like, why is he hanging out with a 41-year-old? But I could see it possibly. But the other guy's older, but he don't look like a Cheddar Bob. Phoenix thinks it's the second guy. My girl thinks it's the second guy, but he don't look like a Cheddar Bob. I made a short about it.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
I have a pacemaker situation in my kidneys for function. They can't do much without messing it up. Damn, I'm sorry, Caroline. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I think it's the second one. See, Chester thinks it's the second one. I seen that short. Yeah, I don't know who's the real Cheddar Bob because the first one with the guy Cheddar Bob going around got real popular online. It got real big. Everyone started thinking that he was the real Cheddar Bob. And then the other guy saying, no, I'm the real Cheddar Bob. I could show it on my phone,
Well, the
you
real
know?
Cheddar Bob, please stand up.
That's what I'm saying. And I know some people from Detroit who I actually hit up, and I haven't got a definitive answer yet. So I'm sure somebody who's a big Eminem fan or liked the movie 8 Mile, you know, because he's based on a real person, you know, so they would know.
It's the second guy. The first guy that looks like the guy from the movie isn't the real Cheddar Bob. It's definitely the second guy.
Well, he does look like a cheddar Bob, though, the first guy. But yeah, you said so. You said the same thing my wife said. Everybody's saying the second guy is the real cheddar Bob.
Yeah, it's him. But the age like lines up, you know.
Yeah, because the age lines up. But he doesn't look like a cheddar Bob, though, the second guy. Yeah, see, everybody's saying it's the older guy. So the older guy's winning. The first guy's story is just more entertaining. And he looks like the guy, Cheddar Bob. He's like, there is no other Cheddar Bob. And he's like a dope head in Detroit. But that guy who does those videos, I was looking at the videos like, does he know anybody famous in Detroit? And he just does videos of like junkies. Like it's like he
Really?
does like it's like Kensington videos, like how people do those Kensington videos of junkies in Philly.
Yeah.
You know, he does it to junkies in Detroit. So the guy that did that video, all these junkies, and then there's this guy says he's Cheddar Bob, and then I see all these people putting these videos out saying I'm Cheddar Bob, and you know what I mean? And people are like, no, he's not the real Cheddar Bob, and the other guy, I don't know. Chester McFly, do you have a special guest on the podcast that speaks on specific topics or does a book review? We do have special episodes where we have guests, but not all the time. Like that's why we named it the Anything and Everything podcast. So because we don't always have to have a guest. Sometimes we have guests. Last time I had a guest, I had 3 guests. So we don't do everything the right way. Or rather, we just just how it works. We just like throw like a whole bunch of shit at a wall, and like whatever sticks. Like that's like kind of like what we go with. I'm dead serious. What's happening with the backdrop? Oh, it's just a moving backdrop.
That one's
Mountain Mama
real.
put it on.
Oh, that? Yeah, I was gonna say behind me's real.
Yeah, Mountain Mama did that. I could let me see some banner. I think I could fix that. Let's put. There we go. See, with your American flag, that fits right in with Independence Hall, or that's City Hall, Philadelphia. That's
Look at
William
that.
Penn up there on top. See, that's Philly Penn. That's Philly.
That's funny.
See, I got some shit on my hat like that.
I just want to help somebody, Caroline. That's all. That's the impact I want to leave.
Yeah. What impact do you want to leave on the world? I already left them. My kids. You know what I mean? That's as good as you go to get, I think.
I think you're right.
This has. Yeah. Thank you. My hat, I got at Michelin S. I went in there and everything was so much money. And just like, let me get a hat. So I bought a hat from there.
Thanks,
you know what I mean?
Adrian.
I needed a hat. Yeah. But I've always wanted to get like a jersey. I was asking them for weird stuff in there. Because about Michelin S, they make like, they used to have all the throwback jerseys. Like they had the rights to all the throwback jerseys like from a long time ago. So I was like, can you guys make me a Steagles jersey? Like when the Steelers and the Eagles were a team, they're like, no, we can't do that. We don't own the rights to that. And then like one year, the Phillies asked a fan to draw a logo of the team, and somebody drew a Blue Jay, and there was a team called the Blue Jays at the time. So the Phillies had the Phillies logo, and it had a Blue Jay on it, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? You can't do that." So they had to get rid of it. So I was like, can you make me like a Phillies logo with the Blue Jay on? They're like, no. Like they knew what I was talking about too. And then they had some other cool shit. They had I was like, what about a Philadelphia Warriors Wilt Chamberlain jersey? They had that. And then I was like, what about Philadelphia Athletics? You know what I mean? Or because that used to be a team.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, the San Francisco took 2 of our teams, the Athletics, the Bay Area, the Athletics and the Warriors.
Huh. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
we had two. We had two other teams. The Sixers used to be Syracuse Nationals from Syracuse, New York, and they came to Phil. They almost went bankrupt, and like Philadelphia bought them and became the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
I'm a sports nerd.
I am not. I'm anything else other than sports nerd. That's what I am.
I'm a like super sports nerd, especially Philadelphia sports.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. So I actually showed some. What was it that you did? You predicted something with the Eagles, right? In one of your shorts. I don't remember what exactly what it was because I'm not a sports guy.
Well, the Eagles. I love the Eagles. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was something you did a long time ago. You had mentioned it in I think one of the podcasts, and I remember I went back and I checked it out, and I don't remember what it was about, but I sent it to a friend of mine up here. He goes by Choo Choo on YouTube, and I sent it to him, and he was just like wow, I swear
Oh,
you
how I
predicted
predicted the
something.
Super Bowl. How I
Yeah,
predicted it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I showed him that. I'm like, well, at least he's an Eagles fan. I'm like, no, I'm like, he's an Eagles fan like you're an Eagles fan. You guys would get along.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the Eagles, man. Ever since I was a kid, like, you know, what I mean, I could tell you like all kinds of stories about going like the games. Like the first game I went to, everybody was fighting in the stadium. Like it was
Really?
a Dallas game. Yeah, that's how Veteran Stadium used to be. They had a jail in the stadium. Like it was crazy. And like the
No.
whole time during the game, like you would hear, ah, and like people were beating the shit out of each other, and then you hear, ah, be a different part of the stadium. And then there was like people walking on the roof. Like this place
Wow.
was a fucking nut house, man. Veteran
Wow.
Stadium. I don't know if you ever heard
Wow.
that. It's a fucking nut house, man. It's crazy. People were fighting there. Like my dad was covering my eyes. I remember he took me to a game when I was a kid to the Sixers. Like he took me to a Sixers game, and we went in the bathroom when it was the Spectrum before the Wells Fargo Center, and somebody took a shit in the middle of the floor because like there was so many people in the bathroom he couldn't wait, I guess. So he like went in the middle of the floor. My dad like covered my eyes. My first Sixers game I ever went to in the Spectrum. Crazy, right? That's Philly though, man. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It was the last day of your life. What would you want to do? What fucking just like what would you want to do? What are you about to do today? Oh, so it was the last day. I don't know, I just probably just chill with my family. You know what I mean? That's all you can do. You gotta die anyway. That's who you want to be around anyway. Everyone's like, no, I'll go rob banks and get 100 hookers and all this cocaine. Like the 20-year-old me would tell you some crazy shit like that. But like the 41-year-old me is like, nah, I'm just gonna chill with my family. Yeah. Old me like,
Oh,
yeah, we're going
yeah,
to
seriously.
we going to the wishy-washy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All kinds of crazy shit. Yeah, we just go buy the wish out for everybody.
Yeah, that's all
Ready
I
for
would
you
want.
today? Yeah, something fun. You know?
Yeah, exactly. See, Chester, just spend it with loved ones, you know?
Exactly. Do you have separate channels or do you just go live on Mountain Mom? Oh, I'm Chester McFly. Uh, I'm live. We're live actually on 3 different channels right now. Mountain Mama's, mine, and the that Anything and Everything podcast channel itself. It's got its own channel that I gotta start promoting more. I keep forgetting about that channel.
Yeah, you do. You really got to push that one. That's why I
It's
was I
just
was in there the one night by myself talking to you and Mama because I would just pop up in the chat, but nobody else could see me. You know what I mean? Because nobody else was watching from that channel.
yeah.
Definitely got to push that a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just want to learn how to cut out stuff from the podcast and start putting clips on there. It's just a pain in the butt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just going through. I just gotta learn more. You know, everything's a learning experience for me. I just learned how to like, Mountain Mama, like she's like, yeah, I got the streamer, and then we did the podcast, and then I had the guy trying to sabotage podcast, all that shit.
Yeah.
And now here we are. So it was a lot that happened in a short period of time, but it's going good. Yes, he does. It's Jack Walls. And he could put his @ sign down here. I'll put mine too.
Usually, I agree with my esteemed colleague Whaley, but this time I differ. I
35.
feel that your take was very
Or no, duh, what am I doing?
actually rounded it up. The design
I am high.
not perfectly
Are you?
very cute. You told the whole story.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't do drugs.
here we go.
I do feel
They
like
do
there were
me.
some details that could have been a little better. Like the shark's tail is turned the wrong way.
There you go.
The judges need some
I don't know, and
time
mine
to
like
decide
doubled up
who's
when
gonna
I
sail
typed it. It was weird.
and who's gonna swim.
Yeah, it went across all 3 channels. Because on my
Yeah, but like you see that in here? It's like double.
yeah.
Give my shit look. No, it's just one. It's weird. It's weird. Weird. Like that chick. Talking to answer my last question as a no. What was your last question, Kat? Oh no, yeah, you could promote your book. Absolutely. I seen that. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kat. I didn't.
Yeah,
didn't
Kat,
mean
I would
that.
love to have you on as a guest. Does Jack have your information?
Yeah, I got her information.
Because if you give me it and the Discord or whatever, we could like talk and link up. You know what I mean? And you can give her the Discord information. I
Yeah.
hate
Oh
making
yeah, she's on Discord. I could definitely do that.
I'm talking. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. So, do we have control over technology, or does it have control over us? Some people see it has control over us, and it keeps getting more sophisticated, and we have to keep up with it. So if we have to keep up with it, then it has control over us in some sense. But it's not at the point where like you gotta have a T2000 showing up at your door.
Yeah.
So we're not quite there yet. Like,
No. Thankfully, I don't want any Terminators showing up. I'm good on that. Really.
but I don't know. It's getting a lot more high tech. Like I just hooked up, what should we call it? Chat GPT to Siri now. So like it's like getting crazy. Did you see that
Mhm.
shit? Yeah.
Listen, McFly, at this point, your phone is always listening to you. Have you ever noticed that, like, maybe you're talking to your wife about something I don't know, something you need from Amazon, if you Amazon something, or you go to, like, say you need something from the store, and then you hop online to see what store has it, and like the information's already there. It's already suggesting to you, oh, is this what you're talking about? Here, let me help you. It's creepy.
All I see on my like phone is like weed stuff and like the Eagles and other shit I talk about. Yeah.
You just like the color green.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
love it.
see Chester. Yeah. Seriously. Yeah, seriously scary. Our phones are listening. Yes. Yes.
I
Our
think
phones are
Androids
definitely
are
listening.
worse. I think
Yeah.
Androids are worse, but they're all
Well,
bad. Now I seen this
yeah.
shit where it said like your iPhone like listens to you or does something like twice a day, and it says Android does it like on every 5 minutes or something.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. Hang on, I gotta go check the fire again.
Oh, you're good.
Hey, it's finally starting to go.
They don't listen when there's an off button. So like that's the thing. Like your old phone, like your Nokia, you could physically remove the battery. Like your new phone, you can't remove the battery. So like even when it's off, it's on. You know what I mean? Like an iPhone, you if you can locate your phone if the battery died, and a lot of ours can do that,
Gotta grab a
then
coffee.
basically it's on. You know what I mean? I mean, think about it. Is your real name Chester? No, it's Johnny. It's Johnny, and my last name's really Italian. So it's funny because I have a friend who's Irish, and his rat name's Dictionary, and mine's Chester McFly. I'm like, that's funny. You're Irish, and like your rat name's like Italian, and I'm Italian, and my rat name's like Irish. You know. But then my kids are like half Irish, so irony. Yeah, they don't listen with off button. Yeah. If you had an opportunity to get a message across a large group of people, but you are limited in a sense, what would your message be? Hmm. I would just say like that's a really good question. I would just say like we just gotta try to live in peace on this planet because if we don't, and we focus on our differences, we're gonna destroy each other because everybody's so different. We have a lot more in common than we do like you know what I'm saying? Like just people in general. I could talk to all kinds of people. We got so much shit in common, but everybody wants to focus on the differences. And if you could focus more on the common, if you can get people to focus more on the things we have in common, I think we would be in a better place as a society. If that makes any sense. That's just what I think. Yeah, it does. But doesn't want to talk when it's offered to not disturb you. We are strong together, yeah. Can I do more questions? I don't want to be annoying. You're not annoying. Is your backdrop news channel? Yeah. I got it off of Google. I actually like photoshopped it because I could put it on here. So yeah. 100%. It's supposed to be like the news. Like, like I had another one that said like breaking news. I think it's funny. You know, these are absolutely great questions. Absolutely. Is it more important to love or be loved? I think it's more important to love. You know what I mean? Because then you're putting love out in the world. Um, you know, anybody can be loved, but it takes a lot to love. You know what I mean? To give love. Any, you know, because it's everybody wants to receive, but it's harder to give. If that makes any sense. Yeah, that's how I feel. Oh, thank you. I haven't shaved, so I feel like I'm 41. You know what I mean? If when I shave, I look way younger. I couldn't grow like a beard. I remember, like on my face, like to connect. So I was like 28, like almost 30 years old. So everyone's like, Italians are so hairy. I'm like, oh, that's not true. Hold on, I gotta get a drink real quick. I got the worst cotton mouth because I'm dehydrated. Mm. Mm. Take another sip. You good? I'm back. Yeah. What the hell? All right, you're on 41. How will today matter 5 years from now? That's a good question. I don't know. I think because it could either be better or worse, and you'll look back and say, "Damn," or it might not even matter because it's better 5 years later. You know. I was just going to say that, Chester. Agree, Chester. Chester, that is what I'm doing. Hell yeah. Favorite beverage? I love soda. I know it's bad, but I'm addicted to soda. Like I love soda. I have a soda machine too. I used to make my own soda. I think soda was like my first word when I was a baby. I know it sounds crazy, like 'cause my dad would give me like sips of soda. So I love soda. I like beer too, but I mean, soda's like way better.
Beer, good.
You know, I haven't drank beer like that in a while because I used to get heartburn from beer.
Oh, yeah. After I quit drinking, my heartburn went away.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I take medicine for it, and I've been going to a doctor because of my stomach problems. I gotta go. I tell you about that. I gotta go on. I
No.
don't know if it's the 9th or 10th, and I might have to get a colonoscopy. They gotta put a camera up me, and I'm like a little scared about that.
Dang.
Yeah, that's how you know you're getting old. Like,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
they
You
gotta
said you're
put
what,
cameras
41?
inside of you, huh?
You 41?
Yeah.
Yep.
How old are you, Jack?
Just turned 45 this fall.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely cool. I'm glad that I made it to my 45th birthday. I hope to make it to my 50th, you know?
Hell yeah. It's gotta be grateful for what you got. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not kidding, man. Yeah, I had to put this on. It's cold. It really is. And this fire just started getting going. So I don't know. Is that fan too loud? Can you hear that?
Who's the greatest enemy of mankind? Bad ideas. You know what I
31.
mean?
31
Bad
comments. What did I
ideas
miss?
that brainwash people to do bad things. It's the ideas that infect the mind. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bad ideas out there. Have you ever tried kombucha? Yeah, my cousin was telling me about it. I've seen it. He had like this cup. I have a cousins, a whole bunch of family in South America, but one I'm actually close with, John Carlos, and yeah, he was showing me about that. Put the green stuff in the cup. I think is that the shit?
105. Yeah, I used to do that. Someone gave me one of those mushrooms, and I always kept one going in the back of my refrigerator.
Don't be scared. Yes, sir. I just had one. Oh, both are babies yet. Both you are babies yet. Yeah, my goal is to live to be 105. Yeah, well, I mean, women have the chance to do that. I told you my dad passed away at 60. My grandparents lived to be. My grandmom was like 99 or no, she was 90, and my grandpa was 94, 95 almost. So,
Wow.
and
Wow.
my dad lived only to be 60. You know, my
Yeah.
mom's still alive. So
Well, that's good.
it's
Yeah,
a
my mom's
ginger
still alive.
beverage.
My father's not though.
Yeah, neither's mine.
Yeah, he's been gone for a little more than 10 years now.
Uh, my dad died 2010. Like that's when he was
Mine
60.
was 2013. Didn't go to
Yeah,
sleep. What's going on, Subi?
gingerbread is good. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Couldn't sleep, so I would agree with UC Chester about loving. Yeah.
You know,
Is it
Caroline.
healthy to fear death? Absolutely. One thing that what I told my girl what I wanted to do if right before I was going to pass is I want to take a psychedelic like Aldous Huxley did. Right. I'm dead serious. So I would think that be a good way to go. You know what I mean?
um.
If it was a nice trip, you know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
a bad trip would be horrifying.
Oh,
But
absolutely. Yeah.
but like a nice mellow way to go out like that. Like I don't
The
know the way my
Asia.
grandfather passed. It was the most peaceful way I've ever seen anybody pass. He held my arm, and then I didn't even know he was just gone. It was just so peaceful. You know what I mean? The way my dad passed was terrible. He had a massive heart attack, and that was terrifying. He
Oh
had to be on
man,
the heart and lung machine and shit, and
that's
then they had to
terrible.
transfer him to a different hospital. It was terrifying.
Yeah,
So
that's rough.
you could see how, you know what I mean, hospitals terrify me too. I hate hospitals. I saw the guy that told me my dad died. when my grandpa was sick, and I had to act like it, like, you know what I mean? It didn't bother me, and it really did. I wanted to fucking punch that guy in the face because
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time I know I'll never forget that guy's face who told my dad died. Like, you can't forget that guy's face. And I seen him when he was just working at the hospital. You know what I mean? And I was just going, but I was like, I can't do that because he was, you know what I mean? He's working on my grandfather too. So I
Mhm.
wanted to. I really wanted to, but it's not his fault, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, uh, just real quick, just to touch on Caroline's line of questioning. Caroline, I want to tell you, I appreciate your line of questioning tonight. I definitely do.
I do
Um,
too.
yeah, it's deep. I like it. As far as is it healthy to fear death? I just want to address that one right there. I'll tell you this much. I think that most of us fear death. I think it's a normal process to fear death, but some things happen to some of us where you just learn not to fear death anymore, to respect death, yes. But I mean, death comes for us all at some point. So why be afraid of something that we all have in common? You know? And I know
It's
it's kind
just,
of a dry way to say it, but that's really it.
I know what you're talking about, that fear of that unknown.
Yeah.
I get that too. I mean, I still fear it, and I wonder where my dad went, and I wonder if there is a heaven. Like, you can't, you can't help but think about these things. Some people just believe and have extreme faith. But it's still, is it scary? Or like, if it was like I always think if I go like my grandfather, it's not going to be scary. But if you go like your dad, I think that can be scary.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
it depends how you go. You know what I mean? So that's what scares me, the unknown.
I think it's probably only scary for you though until you're gone. You know what I mean? Because and again, just to like address Seachester's comment there about her experience. Seachester, all I can tell you is from my experience, it was very peaceful. Both things, like when I was in the trauma bay, I wasn't in pain. The two things that I remember is seeing someone on the other side of the yellow curtain wearing a blue denim shirt, only to realize the second time I woke up that it was my father who had died 10 years previous, just, standing there, like the image of him standing up, and like everybody's moving fast around him and he's just standing completely still. It like not moving at all. And I realized that when I woke up to the chaplain asking me what denomination I was, which that didn't hit me until like 2 days later when I realized, wow, I was that close to death. They wanted to know if they had the read me last rites or
That's
not.
crazy.
Yeah. So like the second thing that happened to me when I was in the ambulance was basically like, without getting into too much detail, because it's a talking point I could probably just run my mouth for a while about.
No, man, you're
It, it
good.
was it was it was just very peaceful. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a light at the end of the tunnel, anything like that. It was more like if a giant picked you up in their hand and was holding you, and then when I opened my eyes, it was like being like I could see the stars, like the cosmos, everything. You know what I mean? It was really it was peaceful. You know what I mean? And I think at that point, once I had those realizations, that's when I didn't fear death anymore. I just you know.
That's crazy because like I overdosed once, and I don't remember nothing. It was just black, and I woke up, and then I was in the hospital. So
It's
I
not
talked to
talking
people about
serious.
that. It was just black. There was nothing
Sorry.
there.
I'm
You know what I'm
sorry. I'm
saying?
sorry.
You
I
good?
shouldn't be reading the comments. And Caroline, you're something else. You see what she just put? That's what I was
No.
laughing at. I couldn't help
The
myself.
subject should be: is a hot dog, is it a dog, or is it a sandwich? It's kind of a
Mm.
taco thing. It's like a taco. But no, I didn't see anything when I went. I've done DMT and I've seen things, so I don't know if that's where you go because they see that's what you see. But I've actually, you know, I overdosed before and I didn't see anything. And I talked to people that I didn't see nothing. like
Wow.
nothing at all. And that's, you know what I mean? That kind of scared me, to be honest with you. So, am I going to see that DNT shit, or am I going to see like the darkness? You know what I mean? And it's that song, like "Hello, Darkness, my old friend."
Mhm. My take on it is I think it matters what you do in this world as to what you experience when you die.
Oh, when that happened to me, I was living a shitty life. So yeah,
All
my
right,
life's
so
way better now.
so
Way better.
literally think about that old movie with I can't remember either one of the actor or the actress, but the name of the movie was Ghost. Do you remember that?
Oh,
Remember
that was good.
Whoopi Goldberg was in it. She played like this fraud that would pretend she could predict people's future. But yeah, anyway, like at the end of that, it shows like this person that was just not living a very good life, and what when they died, what happened to him. It was awesome. It was like the shadows came up and just drug him right to hell. It was really cool.
Thank you so much. Adele, let's talk about your shark cake. The shark being
Anybody else
Oh,
drinking
what up,
coffee?
McWig Splitter? We were talking about that cheddar Bob. We didn't know which one was real. He's from Detroit. That's why I brought it up. I
Oh, I
think
gotta.
it's everyone said they think it's the old one.
Yeah, it's definitely the old one.
The other dude's like my age, so I don't think he would chill with Eminem. But Eminem could have chilled with somebody 10 years younger. It just, I doubt it. Cheddar Bob was his age. He was like his friend that went to school with him. It seemed like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Back in the '70s, high school, I took a course called, what's that? Phanology. What's that say? Phanology, which is the study of death. I never feared death before that class, but we loved it. We offered once and not again. Damn. Yeah, because that's the cool. My dad actually helped me out with it too, though. He told me, like everybody dies, and he was always a guy to talk to at the funeral. Like when somebody died in my family, we would always talk to my dad. He'd always make us feel better about it.
Hmm. Yeah.
I need 6 more people. Let's go, guys.
Sorry, I'm just typing.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, post your this. Here, I see it. I got it. There you go. Subscribe to Charlie and Ashley. So,
Blue hot dogs.
help. I don't know. I got 9 people in here. So if that math ain't math, then we can
No,
help subscribe. We can help get you.
definitely
What
not.
was that do? Get you monetized. That's all you need. Like what to get monetized? 6 more people to get you monetized, or what? 'Cause I'm all for that. You know what I mean? If you punch yourself in the face and it hurts, are you weak or strong? It depends how much you could feel pain. Some people could feel pain more. You know, that guy
Hey,
Fuzi Tube did
what's up,
that.
Miss Rainey?
So you could punch yourself lightly; it doesn't hurt. I'm not gonna punch myself hard. You know what I mean? Does it hurt? No, but I punch myself in the face.
Yeah, I mean, I let my daughter punch me in the stomach.
That's crazy. I wouldn't do that now. My stomach. Yeah, we're
Helps
still
tense it
here.
up.
Yeah, yeah, it's getting late. I mean, we can cut off whenever you want to get off. It's up to you.
You want to go for like another 12 minutes, or when you tell me.
I mean, yeah, we go for another 12 minutes. I'm cool.
Yeah, I'll put us at 11. Well, at least 11 our time. I don't
Yeah,
know where
that's
everybody.
cool.
I think Miss Rainey's an hour behind us.
Philadelphia time.
Oh,
It should
yeah,
be
Philly
Philadelphia
time.
time, not
Philly
New York
time.
time. Fuck me. New York like came after Philly.
Thank
Well,
you,
actually, it was here
Subi.
before Philly, but Philly made America. That's where it started.
Subi, I
Just saying.
really appreciate that. I do. I appreciate all of you.
You have
I
discovered a
definitely.
beautiful island upon which you may build your own society, and you can make The rules. Where you going? What's your first rule? Um, I just would my first rule. No stealing.
No lying.
Yeah, people are gonna lie, but no stealing. Hold on a sec.
Cheers. Coffee. Black. Anybody else drink their coffee black?
Not me. I gotta have a lot of cream and sugar. And I know how to make coffee, man. I told you I got give you one of them coffee makers. I got one of them older ones that you put on the stove from Italy. My shit's like from like the 20s, made in Italy. Huh. I punched myself by accident. I about died. Definitely not going to do it on purpose. Damn. I punched the wall on purpose plenty of times when I would get mad. I'm sure people have done that before, you know. Only 749 here. That's pretty good. It's 10:49 in Kentucky. 7:49. What are you talking about the time? Were you in California, Subi?
Yeah, Subi's in Cali. What'd you say?
It's probably nice
33
over
minutes
there right
from
now.
33 minutes, 33-minute drive to Nevada, where he works, I think.
That's
Am I right,
crazy.
Subi? Is that what you said?
It really speaks to that this is a really diverse and complex place.
The flavor of Sabrina's cake, I have to say, was magnificent.
It's weird.
Pairing it with the white chocolate mousse and the texture of the coconuts and the chocolate crispies really delivered.
It's like some thing I had downloaded, some microphone and a turntable. That's pretty cool.
What's that?
Double double. Ouch. Miss Rainey, ouch.
Was delicious.
Oh, from hitting yourself? I've I punched myself in the balls before by accident. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I can't say I've done that. I've stepped on like in the movies when some idiot steps on a hoe that's pointing the wrong way. I've done that before.
I try to
Like-
grab something or like something, and then I hit myself in the balls, not on purpose. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
It's a fun cake. It's a very
But shit happens, you know.
And I really
Yeah.
appreciate that he sort of cut out and hand painted all of these individual pieces of sea life.
Drink some of that Dr. Pepper.
Caroline, lemmings do it. Lemmings purposely.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not
No?
true.
Oh, really?
No,
Fact
that's
check
not
me on
true.
this.
No,
Really?
Disney actually. That's actually a really fucked up story. That
Ooh,
Disney,
let's hear it.
Disney said that they unalived themselves, and they did a video on them in like the 60s or 70s, and it was just like the film crew throwing them off a cliff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So no, they don't do that. The film
Really?
crew was it was the film crew unalived them. Yeah.
Wow.
Look it up. Look up the
Wow.
Lemmings Disney store. I swear to God, you'll see that. You're like,
Oh,
holy
that's
shit.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, but
It's not awesome.
wow.
But yeah. And a lot of their movies like they did in the 70s and 80s, like there was a movie that I used to watch, like it was like one of my favorite movies called Milo and Otis.
Yes.
They unalived
Yes.
so many animals in the making of that movie.
You're kidding me.
No.
That's gruesome.
A lot of them. Like,
That's
remember the scene with the
really-
cat in the river and all that? Yeah, a lot of
Dude.
those like a lot of them cats passed. There was a lot of Milos and a lot of Otises because of that.
Wow.
They had one scene with it dealing with like some crazy animal out there, like trying to get at it. Like, it was crazy. Like you know what I mean? It was dangerous. Some of the scenes they put those animals in
That's
on the
awful.
river, and it was terrible. Yeah, look that up. Milo and Otis. That was like
Yeah,
one of the
no,
worst.
I'm gonna look that up. Yeah,
There's
that's
another
really
movie too
awful.
like that. It's not Milo and Otis. There's another one like that too that Disney made too, and the same thing. But a lot of the animals passed away, like in the middle of making it.
Yeah, that's
Even
awful.
some of those movies, they say the Air Bud. They said they a lot had a couple accidents. Air Bud, same thing. A lot of bad things happen on those movie sets with those animals. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah, a lot of bad things.
Wow.
Sucks. Yeah.
Well, thank you for fact checking me. I like that. I really do because now I'm gonna go look that up because it's absolutely horrific. But if anybody was gonna do it, I'm so not shocked Disney. You know,
Yeah. Like that.
who wants to go for a Harley ride? I'd just like to go for a motorcycle ride, Subi. Honestly, I'd love to take my bike for a ride.
I'll never do it. I told you I'm named after my uncle that passed away on a motorcycle.
Huh,
The original, my name, passed away on a motorcycle. So
no
everyone's like, "Yeah,
kidding.
you should get a motorcycle." I'm like, "Nah, I don't think that's a good idea."
Yeah, yeah, it might not be. I don't know. For me, I'm not. Again, I'm not worried about it. Like I said before, I don't necessarily fear death. I respect it. That's it.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, you got to be really careful when you're on a motorcycle. I mean, the first couple of weeks that I was like, riding on the road, nobody. It's like you're invisible. Cars either don't see you, or I swear they see you and they just like pull out and do stuff. You know.
same thing with a bicycle, like an
Oh
e-bike in
yeah,
Philadelphia,
yeah, oh
dude. I
yeah.
got in so many accidents, and
Yes.
one dude like completely cut me off. Like I'm going straight, and then like he just goes in front of me to make this turn, and I'm like, I'm like, I'm hitting the car. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's
Like
awesome.
crazy, like
Yeah.
shit like that all the time. Or they would like cut me like I'd be on the shoulder because you don't have that much room really. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And they're like cutting me up. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I used to fight with people though, like on the road. I remember I would like throw stuff in people's cars. I remember I'd flick a cigarette in a taxi. He tried to do the same thing. I went on the side of the driver. I flicked a cigarette in the car. Like fuck you. Yeah.
Oh, that's
You go
funny.
try to kill me. Now you got to worry about the fire in your car. You know, it's fair, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's definitely fair.
At the shop today, Caroline. Survivor Spice. What's that? My sister has a Harley Davidson. I like them. I think they're great bikes, though. You know.
No, they are. So there's actually a science behind that, behind Harleys and like why Harley riders, like once they become Harley riders, why they always stick with Harleys. It literally needs it has to do with basically how the engine runs, the timing of the motor, okay? All because it's not like a perfectly balanced motor. So what they do is they literally work it into how the bike rides. So when you're on a Harley and you're going down the road, it's extremely smooth, even on a rough bike. You know what I mean? It's a very unique ride as to any other twin cylinder setup differently. You know.
Even what about that fast one they make, that V ride or whatever?
Oh
You know what I'm talking?
yeah, yeah. Well, that's different. That's basically like so it's a four cylinder, but it's like if you took two V twins and put them like this. You know what I mean? So it's a V4 essentially. And yeah, they're a friend of mine has one he bought off of his father, and he was joking. He's like, "Come on," he's like, "Sell it to me, Dad." He's like, "You never even open the thing up." He's like, "It scares me." But V rods are nice. They have a very unique sound to them. They are.
Probably fast as shit.
Oh yeah.
I like Harleys though. I mean, I was gonna say the reason why they're so good because aren't they made in Pennsylvania?
Um, what Harleys? No,
Yeah,
they just shipped out. No, they not anymore. Not
they're not from
anymore.
Pennsylvania.
Originally, no, I don't think so. I don't think they're
I'm
from
pretty.
PA.
Yeah, I think they're from
Are they?
PA.
Oh, hang on a minute. Originally from PA, is that what you're saying?
I thought they always been here.
They might have a plant or something, but I don't know where they're originally from.
So they're from Pennsylvania. That was like a Pennsylvania thing. Same with Zippo.
Oh,
Zippos are
wow.
from
All right. So they're assembled in Pennsylvania or Wisconsin, in York.
or Wisconsin. Yeah. So Pennsylvania, told you.
Yeah. Well, look at
And
that.
same with Zippo. Zippos are made here too.
Yes.
You know that?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, one thing I love that Zippos used to do, you'd be able to send, like if it broke, you could just send it to them
Yeah,
and they'd fix it
yeah.
and then give you a new insert, you know?
Yeah, because they last forever.
Oh, yeah.
They sell like a million of them. They used to. They don't really sell that many now. They cost more money and shit. I used to have a Zippo when I was a kid. I used to be able to go like this on my pants and like
Me
go up
too.
and down and like open it up. I carried it in school with me. Like I had that shit in like 8th grade with me. You know?
Hmm. Yeah, Caroline, they're also made in York, PA. I just looked it up because I didn't want to misspeak. So yeah, they're made they're made
In
in Milwaukee
Pennsylvania.
and in New York. Yeah, founded in 1903. I didn't know that.
But yeah, I thought in Pennsylvania. I thought it
Yeah.
was a Pennsylvania bike. You
Um,
know,
so talking about electric things, does anybody remember what Harley's electric motorcycle was?
yeah, I remember that. And that thing was overpriced.
Yeah, it was very overpriced. It was live wire electric motorcycle.
I heard it had a lot of problems.
Yeah. Yeah, well, anyone who has one now, it has even more problems. You basically have to there's different like programs where they just hack it out. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Yep.
You could charge. It's got like a Tesla pack in it, like
Oh, something like that. Yeah.
because you could charge it at a superstation.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you can
How long does
charge
it
it.
take to charge an electric motorcycle?
I don't think very long if you have the
Supercharger, got it on
yeah, like a
there.
supercharger. Yeah.
Can it make something like that for a bike, like an e-bike?
Yes. The problem is so like with your e-bike, you could take any e-bike that you have, and if you could access the inside of it, for the most part, as long as you have a strong BMS, you can hook up two chargers to your battery and it'll charge in half the time. So if it takes 6 hours, you'd be able to charge it in three. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
A superstation thing like that, the problem with charging stuff fast like that on smaller equipment is it's really, really hard on the batteries. On a car, when you're doing that, it's not so much because it's spread out over like 10,000 of the exact same battery that your bike would have. When your bike might have 40, you know what I mean, or 50, depending on what voltage it was.
yeah, I
Yep.
got you. And the whole bottom of the fucking car is batteries. That's all that
Yes.
shit is.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I
it can,
thought that shit was at that explosion, like or the boom boom at the
yeah.
Trump Tower. It was
Yeah.
fireworks inside that thing. Did you know that? The guy put fireworks in that thing. Why would you
So
do that? That's weird.
because they don't have any idea what they're actually doing. You know what I mean? Or it depends. It depends which angle you want to go at it from, because I'm not going to claim anything as the truth. You know what I mean?
But
Conspiracy
that car,
theorists
they
would be
tried to
like,
make it like it was shit, and it just shot up through, and it like the building wasn't cracked. So that car really is built like a fucking tank.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. It really is. One of those other YouTubers, that whistling guy. You know who I'm talking about? The guy who loves destroying. I don't even want to say his name because I don't even want to give it any credit towards the algorithm. I mean, I'm guilty of watching his videos, but he will go take vintage trucks and vintage things, and it's just a game to see how fast he can destroy stuff. You have any idea who I'm talking about? That diesel guy? Diesel whistling in reverse? No? No, yeah, that's that's what he does. It's awful.
No, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, well, he's destroyed a bunch of stuff. He bought a Ferrari and then caught it on fire in the middle of a or a cornfield, I think it was, blowing donuts until it got stuck, and then I don't know, he just held it to the floor until it caught fire, and then that burned up, and it also burned up the rental vehicle.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, he's an idiot, but he's got a lot more followers than we do, you know.
I'll get there one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I will. I really think in like 3 years I could hit 1 million. For
Oh
real.
yeah. Yeah, I think you could, man. You got the personality for it, you know what I mean? You just got to keep trying to grab that wave, like I say. You know, people don't understand really how the algorithm works, and you know, you building a surfboard out of like hashtags and stuff to try and customize a video is basically how you catch that wave. You
Yeah.
know, so it's really it really is a lot more work than people think it is to actually be able to succeed. You know?
It's like place and time too. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
get a lot of videos at the portal just going to like certain places. Like I would go to Atlantic City. I got a lot of video. Like I got a lot of views when I was down there, down the shore on the boardwalk. People to certain places, you'll get a lot more views. You know what I mean? When
Mhm.
you're in your house in your living room, you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
it's just where you
Yes.
are. You know what I mean? Like if you're like if I'm in the Bahamas and a whole bunch of girls in bikinis, I'm gonna have more views.
Oh
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because people want to see all that.
Oh yeah,
Uh, oh yeah, 99th. I just saw that. Yeah, you see 99th?
yeah.
Yep, that guy.
I
Yes,
never heard of
Subi.
that
Yes,
dude.
he's an idiot. He really is. Like I can't. I got to figure out how to just like block certain people from YouTube because I don't even want to see his stuff anymore. Because it's always that same look, like you know, just that dumb look on his face, and he's destroying something else with a tank, or you know, I started watching it because he had a cat eye Chevy truck like I used to have, except his was a diesel, and that's kind of where he got his name from. And then I don't know, he got like oil money or something, and he just dumped it into his YouTube channel and blew up. You know, like he made his truck, dude. He made his truck so big that he put an extra set of tires on it and then took it out in the Gulf of Mexico and was like driving it around in the Gulf, like this big monster truck he made. It's ridiculous.
I've seen something like that. I think I might know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's that guy. Yeah.
Isn't that the guy
But
that put like these like big metal rings on his tires?
yes. Yeah, and then dressed up like the Amish and was driving a Hellcat around. Yeah, that same idiot.
Why
Yeah,
would he
he's
do that?
dude. He blew up that or yeah, he dismantled that car in a way where he basically put it in little tiny cubes and he was selling it, I think, on his channel or something like that. I don't know.
I saw a video. Is that the same dude who like buried his car in the dirt and was like
Probably.
revving? He couldn't get it out,
Probably the exact same guy. Yeah.
and it was breaking the windshield.
Yeah, probably.
See,
Probably.
that's just dumb stuff.
He's done all kinds of. What'd you
See,
see?
you. That's why, like on YouTube, that's why I just try to do like I don't want to be like a certain put myself in a box, man, on this
Yeah, me
channel.
neither.
I think certain people like they get that niche, like, oh, that dude's like he does this, or you know what I mean, where I'm like, you know, he raps, or you know, he does a podcast, or he does shorts, or you know what I mean, or he does lives, like, you know what I mean. I do all that shit. So
Yeah. 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 Yeah, absolutely. Like I love your podcast too, man. You know, definitely got to work on getting that main channel out there. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I know it's just tough for like working and shit.
I
Like
know. You
I'll
gotta,
get
you
to
gotta,
Philly,
you
and
have to look at your Discord more.
yeah, you're right. I because I got this app. I'm on Telegram a lot because my boss contacts me through Telegram, and it's like I was going on Discord more, and I wasn't paying attention. Like at first, remember I was on there for a while,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, like I was working and shit, I wasn't getting my notifications. I was on different shit. So then I always just left Telegram on. So like if I get messages from them or whatever, because I'm trying to, and I'll tell you why, I'm trying to get some information hopefully so I can get a bike, and that's where I'm working. That would really help me out right now, and that's where I'm trying. And then plus I'm out there, like, you know what I mean. I walk around the city and I come home and then I deal with. That's why I don't know. So that's why I haven't really been going live as much, even on my own channel. So you know I've been doing shorts, but not as many lives. So I'm trying to get back to it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
I
even
hear
when I've
you.
been in the city the past couple of days, I haven't gone live. I'm just, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, make sure you hit me up on Discord and tell me what's going on with that.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'll
You
tell
know
you.
what I mean? Yeah. I definitely, I'm very, I definitely want to know.
No, I got you. But I don't know. You want to end this, John? Now, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm good. How long we been on now? Oh
uh,
wow, I just realized. Yeah, yeah. We've
yeah, we
been.
went over.
I mean, I don't know, man. We go for another what 20 minutes, it'll be 3 hours.
That's crazy. I mean, it's up to you. I want to go have a cigarette, so
Oh, yeah, yeah. You got to be jonesing a little bit, huh?
yeah, that's my issue. But I have an idea. Check this out. Let's see if I could. My camera stopped.
Um. So my Discord. Let me throw it in
There
the
we go.
chat. It's,
So yeah, I can go have a cigarette now. Still be talking. I just can't read the
yeah, there you go.
comments.
That's all right.
On the bottom part of the cake, because that is the one thing that is.
I
I
am
could.
just. Go ahead.
No, my bad. I was like, I could go on my phone and read the comments. I was thinking.
We're just gonna look back more at like the tournaments and then
I don't want to like go on another device. I don't know.
vanilla frosting, which one's sweet for me, and like a little bit fruity.
Yeah, I got to go back and read the comments. So if you go on Discord, it's just Jack Donald Walls. I don't remember how Discord really works. I don't remember if there's an @ tag or whatever. But
It's like
that's
a
it.
pain in the ass to find it. You know that I was trying to share my Discord the other day. It was like a pain in the ass to get to it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I bet you there's a YouTube video on it. Just got to find the time and the day to watch it, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Listen, that's why I got. I don't even remember what do I have. YouTube Prime or whatever I have.
Oh, you got that?
Oh yeah, I did that years ago. Because I found out that it could help me with work. So like if I look up different things on YouTube, because like I have everything tied through my Gmail, and I purposely tied my personal Gmail to my work account to make it easier for them to track me, if that makes any sense. Um, because I was literally like, I'm going to assume put on a special list, um, just because of the nature of what I did. Like that's
I
about,
got you.
you know what I mean? That's about all I could really say about that.
That's
But
cool.
yeah, so it it's just there's if you look stuff up in different languages, you find completely different content, is my point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
So if you look something up in Arabic, you find certain things. And if you look up, certain, we'll say trigger words, you can find other things that you're like, I can't believe this is on YouTube, you know?
yeah, especially if you use like a different URL or something,
Yeah.
or with it. Yeah, that's it, right? Or VPN. I mean, if you
Yeah.
use like a
Yeah.
different
VPN.
VPN, you could.
Yeah. Well, Caroline, I basically had to watch like the videos that the bad guys, like I don't know how to word this. So yeah, I know you don't care, McFly, but I'm gonna word it like this: the bad guys from Sandland, okay, that
Yeah,
used to put the boom boom vest on and then go, try to hurt people. I used to have to watch those videos and recreate things that looked real, so that the good guys could play cowboys Indians with the good guys, and it's called Op 4 training. And it's the good guys dressing up as the bad guys, and then they go to a training facility, whether it's on a base or whatever, and they act out scenarios. So that's it.
yeah. They got like a place in the desert that looks like it's like in like Iraq, right?
Oh yeah, listen, they they have places like that all over the place. They do. There's private companies that. Well, here's how they do it. I'll explain how they make the cities, because you can look that up on Google. They take Does everybody know what a Connex container is? So it's like the containers that you see on the really,
Yeah,
really big
yeah.
cargo ships, right?
The shipping container.
Yes, shipping containers. So they take a bunch of shipping containers. They come in like 20 and 40 foot, and they'll stack them on top of one another, and then they put like chicken wire over it, and they'll spray stucco and make it look uh, like a building that you'd see over in Sandland. And that's it. Really, it's just a Connex container. But when you look at it, it looks like a village or something that looks like a particular part of the world. So,
Yeah.
and then they have things on wires and like fake pews that are hooked up to like oxygen and propane, like you'd have in a torch in like a automotive garage or a machine shop or something. And it just makes noise. It's like a popping noise, you know what I mean? But they tune it so it sounds like a pew. So
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I could talk about this stuff all night just because I literally spent almost the last 20 years of my life doing it. So
That's cool.
it's
You could
something.
probably make like the real Nerf bomb they try to make.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Some
yeah.
dude like designed that recently. I was watching a YouTube video about that. Where it made it like a little football shape, and you could put all these Nerf darts in there, and it'll shoot it out all directions and shit.
It's probably CO2 or something like that.
Some kind of gas in there. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's probably compressed CO2, because that literally the first thing that comes to mind is they have stuff like that in these training aid things, and what you do is you take paintballs and you just fill it with paintballs, and when it goes off, it goes off in every direction, and it'll mark
yeah.
whatever it hits. You know what I mean? So
That's crazy.
I keep going back to the chat so I could read it.
See, Chester, find me on
Yeah.
Discord under this name.
Yeah, see, Chester, if you're on Discord, hit me up. I'll tell you about it on there. I just
Discord too.
can't. There's only so much I can say on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The YouTube. But I think YouTube, you have more freedom than Instagram. I had a lot of problem on Instagram when I was
Really?
on there. The whole reason, you even know why I'm on YouTube, really. Last year I had an issue with this rapper Talib Kweli,
Okay.
and he started coming at me, and then he started like he's just he's a racist basically, and he likes to play the victim. And he would come at me, and then he would report me a lot because I would go on his page. And when he was reporting me, then I reported him back. I actually got him banned on Instagram, but he had me banned on Instagram for a little bit, and then I had to come on YouTube. So I was like, I'm gonna get more subscribers than him on YouTube, and I did. So I beat his ass on YouTube and got him banned on Instagram. So he hates me. Talib Kweli hates me. If you ever like go on his page, like, yo, I'm friends with Chester McFly. it's saying, like, fuck him. I hate that son of a bitch. But that's the reason why I started coming on YouTube, because of Talib Kweli and his victim mentality.
I
I used to really like him.
I had a couple people tell me all at the exact same time. I'd say all within 7 days. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 different people in my life tell me I should start a YouTube channel. And they weren't, I mean, they were people that knew me, but they weren't like close family members or anything. Well, no, I'm sorry. One of them was. One of them was a close family member. And then one of them was my daughter's mother. And then the other two were just people that I know, professional people, and they were like, "You should start a YouTube channel." I was like, "Well, it'd be a good place to take all of this, because I was taking some awesome footage of the deer and stuff, and it was like really peaceful. It was helping me. It's the only reason I was taking it, and I just started putting it on YouTube, and then it took off like basically overnight. Like I started posting probably halfway through August, I think. And I was just like, I was away, and I was just posting videos, you know, not really editing them other than clipping. No text, no nothing, just the sound of nature and a deer. And it like I started really getting views, and by the time I came back like 7 days later, I was already almost at 100,000 views, and that just blew my mind. That's why I don't know if Charlie Defoe is still out there somewhere, but buddy, I'm telling you, if you are, just keep posting stuff, and you'll be shocked. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
I just started doing the remixes, like when I would go on and I would start remixing things, and they started blowing up, and I started having some good luck. And then I was with another podcast for a while, and then we went our separate ways, and then I came over here. Here we
Yeah,
are.
well,
You know?
listen, you're better off here. You're a lot better off
Yeah.
here. I heard that other story, man. That's, you know, whatever. It is what it is, you know. It's in the
People be
past. That's
crazy.
what it is. It's in the past, right?
It's a learning experience.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot the past like year. You know, like when I was on Instagram fighting with Talib Kweli, my girl thought I was crazy. I'm like, no, it's gonna get me somewhere. She thought I was crazy, and I was working out. You know.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, well. Yeah, see Charlie's out there. I see you. uh, yeah, it's true though, Charlie. You know, just keep posting it. I don't know. Download a free app or whatever. That all the stuff I have is free. I don't pay for anything other than YouTube, honestly. You know, like I was saying before, I once I realized I could use it for work, I was just like, oh, you know, whatever it is, I don't pay for any other streaming service, you know, and I don't want to. So yeah, I get all of the benefits of no commercials.
That's cool. I
You
pay
know,
for Disney and Peacock,
nice, nice.
mostly just
Yeah.
for the kids. You know what I mean?
Caroline, no. The devil does not have a Discord yet, but he's gonna. Devil's probably gonna go on TikTok too. And the whole
That's
the
cool.
whole thing with TikTok, because I know like people keep saying TikTok's gonna get shut down. Yeah, but all
Yeah.
those people that are over on TikTok and might not be on YouTube, if you're already on TikTok, you might as well keep putting stuff there. And then when they close it down, you know, just be like, hey, I'm still on YouTube. Come over here. You know,
I've been on Bigo.
what's that?
It's like another one. It's like the Russian TikTok, and
Oh,
they
really?
advertise. Yeah, and you can go live on there instantly. Like TikTok, I had my channel get shut down, and I was like, "Fuck these guys! I'm done with them."
Really?
Yeah, they. I got snitched out. I always got reported every day, and I would fight back, and I would win. But the last time I got reported, and it wouldn't let me fight back, and it just banned my account. I had a lot of
Wow.
subscribers. It was my
Really?
second time. I have another TikTok, but I don't. I barely go on there. People ask me like where I am. I'm on Bigo and here. I'm mostly on YouTube and Bigo. You know, I like Bigo. It's actually pretty cool. You can go on there. Have you were on there with me before?
Oh yeah, yeah, I was. Yes. Yeah, I
So
think I'm
yeah,
gonna delete that, man, because like there's no the only quality thing that I actually think was on there was you. You know, everything else that comes through is just like garbage, man. It's these women that I would never talk to. You know, oh hey, come talk. Did you call me? No, no.
I go on the
So
Snoop Dogg one, the rap thing, and I don't know. I liked it for that. You know, it was cool.
yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
don't like a lot of people on there, but I don't know. I just TikTok for me was just like I don't know. It was weird. It was like putting out like a certain perspective on certain shit. Like and if you question it, you would get in trouble. You know what I mean? They
really,
were like so. Like I'm an Italian Jew. Right?
yeah,
They're putting out all
yeah,
this fucking pro Hamas bullshit on there.
really,
Uh, and I would say shit like what you're saying is not true. I would prove it to be bullshit. You
yeah,
know what I mean? They're like,
yeah.
well, the Jews are the colonizers. And I'm like, well, Arabs are the biggest colonizers that ever lived on the planet. Like, what are you talking about? They went all the way to Spain and Sicily. Like, they colonized me twice. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? No. I'm like, well, Egypt used to believe in the Pharaoh, and now they believe in Muhammad. How do you think that fucking happened? Peacefully? And then I would get in trouble for that shit. But it's
Oh,
true.
they loved you, didn't they?
They hated me. So I would fight back. That's why I fought with Tyler Quali. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
'Cause he
hear you.
supports that shit. Him and Most Dress. But he ended up leaving the country because of Diddy anyway. So he's weird anyway. Think about
Wow.
that. The guy Most Def was the #1 rapper in America, right? And then all of a sudden he's hanging out with Diddy, and next thing you know he leaves the country. And nobody thinks it's weird. Now people are starting to think it's weird because he shows up wearing a dress, and everyone's like, "What the fuck's up with this guy?" Exactly.
Wow.
I call him Most Dress, not Most Deaf. It's not deaf anymore. It's fully blind now.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's just scary. Oh, Charlie. Charlie only needs 6 more to go live. Man, yeah, I don't know. Go make some content. You know?
I'll come back in this and which may call it. If you got Discord or whatever, I'll post your name in the post, Charlie. I got you.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie, drop your ad tag again, you know?
Yeah, what's your ad tag? I'll drop it in my junk right now.
3 days. Wow, Charlie. Yeah, see, like it's so here's the thing, right? I read so much at my past job, like some days they'd literally pay me almost 8 hours a day to just like go through and read certain things and just come up with, because everything on LinkedIn was something to sell a product or a service that we had, you know what I mean? And I would always try to tie it back to these different articles and stuff that I would write.
What's
So
your ad tag, Charlie? Right? Can you drop it again?
yeah, throw it in there, buddy. Caroline, you just had a dream? You just woke up from a dream? The fourth phobe.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Holding the world together is just an amazing concept.
How long do you think it's gonna take you to finish that?
Yeah, Charlie, I saw you got some stuff down there. You got some lawn tractors. You know how to make those things go fast and survive it? I'm gonna be doing a build on mine. Chester, you saw that double barrel tractor fun I have, right? You see that lawn tractor I have with the exhaust coming out of it, that when you look at it a certain way, it looks like a double barrel exhaust?
I think so.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I had to.
I'll send you a picture, and you're gonna be like, wow. It just, and I didn't mean to do it like that. I was joking with my buddy. I'm like, I need to run the exhaust this direction. He's like, why don't you just run it through the front end? So I did it like pipe organs, like one was longer than the other, and then it was annoying, and I started going live, and I was like, all right, everybody, well, I'm just gonna cut them off so they're even. And then this one YouTuber, his name's Beer Gut Garage. He's a good guy.
Yeah. I like Beer Gut.
Yeah, Beer Gut's a good guy, right? So Beer Gut like put in one of the comments, or he said it in no, he said it in his live. He's like, it looks like a pew pew. It looks like a double barrel pew pew, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
wow, it really does. It was really weird, like how the hose clamp is on it and everything, but. Yeah, I'm building another one of them, Charlie, and it's gonna it's gonna go a little bit faster than 5 miles an hour. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I posted it in my community section to subscribe to your channel,
Nice.
Charlie. So that should help you out.
It's hard to look at the characters off model, but when they convey the right spirit, then it works.
So
Well,
we got 2 minutes to go, and we can end it there. Is that
that's
cool?
what I was gonna say. I was literally just gonna say that, man. Yeah, I can't believe that's been quick 3 hours to me.
We did pretty good. Thank you for helping me. I really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
listen, I told you before, man. I'm always here. I'm
Oh
always
yeah,
here.
that's
And
what I like.
Mountain Mom has been busy. She's pushing herself. So
Yeah. No, she wasn't feeling good today, so
yeah. Yep.
let's pray for Mountain Mom. I hope she feels better.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll talk to her when next time she comes. I'll try the computer thing again to see if I can do videos because I think she has to be here for me to do that because I don't think I could do it on my own
Okay.
unless I pay for it. She pays for the service on here, and I'm
I
just
know. Yeah, I know. She told me. I was like, wow, I'm glad, you know.
so it's cool.
Oh, thanks a lot, C. Chester. Yeah, I'm just reading some of the comments here before.
Oh yeah,
Caroline, you take care.
yeah. It's
Charlie,
awesome of you.
keep making shorts.
Hell yeah.
Kat, if you're still out there, yeah.
Thanks for joining. Thank you, C. Chester.
Absolutely.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Subi. Thank you, 99 Trojan. And of course, thank you, Jack, for co-hosting. You really helped me out a lot tonight.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Hey, listen, anytime you want to do a split screen, man, just hit me up. I'm down for doing that too.
Yeah,
You know,
I got to start
I,
going live more often. So
I,
this week, when I'm in the city, I want to go live more often.
all right. Well, if you ever want to do a split screen or something, just hit me up on Discord, you know.
I got you.
So
I'll be on Discord more.
I'm also on Facebook Messenger too. So same name,
I got you.
you know. So all right.
I got a different name. It's an Italian name. You'll see.
I know.
Johnny something. Yeah.
I know. I know. Yeah. 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 It's funny. Yeah. I got. I'll tell you something when I talk to you later.
I got you.
Yeah. All right, man.
Wait.
We're at 3 hour 1 minute.
All right, cool. Well,
Peace
peace,
out,
y'all.
everybody.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Thank
Appreciate
you
you
very
guys.
much. See ya.
I'm ending it. Peace.
Bye.